I don't even want to watch because
Oh
I
yeah,
can't join.
it's pretty bad.
You don't want to watch because you
Talking
can't.
about
Don't be one of them people. Don't be one of them people.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
get it
mean,
though.
we've been doing this too long. Yeah, we've been doing this too long for me to feel stuck in the chat. Like, yeah, I'm not a chat person. I
Get
can't
your
do this. I
TikTok
need to
game
be.
up, player.
Yeah,
But it's gonna be gone
Get
in
your
like
tits.
2 weeks.
nah.
Don't do that. Hold on. Let me go close this door. I'll be right back.
You do what you gotta do. Yeah, so it's about to be, a passionate frenzy. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. I got a delivery coming in like 8 minutes. So I'm gonna be as soon as we start, I'm gonna be stepping away. That's the funny part. I mean, I started it, but when we actually get to talking, I'll be gone
Mm-hmm.
again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cry in the car.
So
I'm asleep in the car.
come on in. Welcome in.
G-
Come on in.
Welcome in.
The stream is
Yeah.
about to be
Amazing. 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 Amazing.
Yeah.
because
That's
the more
facts.
you know, the better you act. Well,
Yep.
maybe sometimes. Sometimes. Okay.
Shoot. Yeah, man. So I know you originally wasn't even on board. You was like, "Nah, I ain't about to talk about this hot mess. This is stupid. That is stupid." I went and found the woman's TikTok channel, man. It's crazy, man. These people are crazy. These people are crazy. Let me pull this up. So like for oh no, please don't tell me she got rid of her channel. Oh, okay. Oh, I was like, well, it was just there a minute ago. It was all good just a week ago. All right, let's go. TikTok playing with me. Life of Aquarius. Let's go. I'm about to try to piss you off. Hold
Now this just petty. Don't try to piss me off.
I'm homeless, and this is why your man loves me.
What?
on.
I just walked
Hello.
back.
Hello.
Man, I'm finna leave.
Hello.
For the
I'm
night,
finna
and it's
leave.
Valentine's Day,
Hello.
so these are the nails I'm doing. Speaking of love, when I did my dating while homeless video, one of the comments said, I don't need to be worrying about love. I need to get my life together. And I think people are forgetting that this is a choice. I was not evicted. When my lease ended, I decided I did
Oh
not
my
want to spend my
god.
money on rent for a while so I can save.
Oh my
The funny thing
god,
is,
dude.
men don't have a problem with what I'm doing. It's always the women. The men actually respect it. And one thing about it,
Yella don't
men
seem to
like a
respect
damsel
it.
in distress. They like to feel needed. Not needed to pay your rent after talking for 2 days. Not needed to pay your light bill. You know how y'all do? Just know if I'm dating somebody, they make sure I'm good. And it's not the responsibility of a person I'm dating to put me in a house when it was my choice to not have one. I let a man help me when he wants to help, but I don't need him to survive. And that's why they love me.
You heard it. You heard it. You heard it. No, no,
Where
don't be
she
up
stay?
in
Where she
tussle.
stay at? Where she stay at?
She stayed at work. Her
Okay,
boss
she
gave
live
her
at
a
work.
little. Yeah, she sleep at work.
I wonder if her boss a man.
You know it is.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need no men though, huh? You don't need nobody. You
Yeah.
got it. You got it. Cause you ain't doing you doing homeless light because a man took pity on you. But you
Right.
don't need men. So you don't need men, but a man is literally providing you housing. So you don't need men to provide you housing, but a man's providing you housing.
At the risk of his job.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Cause you're
At the
not
risk of his
outside
job.
under a bridge like the men homeless people.
Right. You just
So we just opting out of rent.
Yeah.
Why
Hey,
not
look,
just stay with your parents then?
I'm sending a link to her channel real quick because I'm gonna step away for a quick second.
I'm about to step away for fucking ever. Hate y'all.
I'm dropping down forever.
I'm dropping down out of life. I am.
Him if leave studio, if life had a leave studio button.
What is Viola Davis? What my purse?
But
She sleep at the Planet Fitness. I see. Oh,
I mean, I did just sign up for a Planet Fitness, so maybe I can.
well, go find your wife.
I'm just saying.
She probably gonna call you a dusty though.
Right.
I'm homeless, and this is what I do after work. I'm homeless, and I'm at the gym. If you're new here, I'm homeless by choice because I got
Man,
tired
hold on.
of being
Can you pause it real quick?
on.
I'm so tired of these phlegm, nasty throat, can't breathe, unclear air passage speaking ass chicks. They all think they all speak like they
I'm
just finished
homeless
drinking a
and
gallon of milk.
I'm homeless and this is how I this is how I put on my Dollar Tree nails to pretend that I'm not homeless.
God damn,
So, of
nigga, take
course, I
some
came to
Mucinex or
this
something,
place to
Scott.
take a shower, and I figure I can do my nails and talk about these comments. I have a video on my page. I even saw a comment that said I sleep on yoga mats. Yoga mats. I use Planet Fitness to work out, take a shower, do my hair and makeup occasionally because I do that at my office too. So for all the comments saying that I'm getting kicked out of the gym, I'm not. I'm homeless and
That shit
everybody
out here
needs to know
flashing
how much
money.
money I save. If you're new here, I'm homeless by choice. And the question I get asked the most, besides where I sleep, is how much money I save. I will be explaining a lot in this video, so make sure you watch it until the end. In a few of my videos, I said that I'm homeless, not broke, because I'm not. I actually have two jobs. The money from one of those jobs goes to a separate account, and I save every penny from that job. Since that money goes straight to the bank, I wanted to try another challenge where I can actually see the money. This is the easiest one. You just fill 100. I keep this book in my office, so of course I do. And while homeless is to work two jobs so that most of your time is spent at work. And also,
The one thing I will give her, at least she working. She working. And that's the whole thing. I don't mind the homeless thing if it's like you're hustling, you're homeless, like that's cool. Like make the best of a situation, hit the grind, but like it's something about it that I'm just not.
Because there's one or two things. Either she is homeless
Right.
and either she is homeless and she's basically mooching off everybody else, like living on people free
Yeah.
while she stacks all this money, or she
Right. That's
fucking
basically
lying.
what, instead of living with a parent, she's basically just living at her job.
Right. She lived
It's
at
like
work.
when people decide to move back in with their parents and stack their money.
Right.
But it's the like bragging about it while you're doing it.
Somebody
Something
don't even
about it
feel
feels
true.
like
It feel like she lying.
yeah, right.
Yeah, it feels like she lying. Yeah.
Because
It
why
feel
do
like you never actually see her doing homeless. You just see her at work or at the gym.
And the fact that this account didn't exist before the homeless videos feels like this could just be somebody who not homeless pretending to be homeless for views, because that is a thing on TikTok. Like it's a lot of people who homeless and they be on TikTok and they get money. Hey Derry. And people help them. People give the people money because they think they homeless. Like I'm looking at her page and the fact that I've never seen any content before you were quote unquote homeless.
Right.
I don't see no content. Now she's saying, no, here it says RV. Okay, well, if you're staying in the RV, then you're not homeless because an RV is a dwelling place.
Right. An RV is very much a home style home.
Because it
right.
has
Click
water,
on that
has
one. Let me
toilet.
see what she got. Yeah.
So
Let
I
me
don't
see
know
what
if
that is.
she's
I'm
gonna.
homeless,
Is
and
she
today I'm
buying an
looking
RV?
at RVs.
Yeah.
Years
Oh, she
before I
looking at
decided to become
RV.
homeless, but when I was paying rent, I felt trapped, and now I feel so free. I'm debating on if I want to go to another country.
Anyway, so I mean, right? There's a difference between RV life, van life. If it's a converted van, like that's a choice. Like there are people who make the choice to go to those lifestyles, and they don't call themselves homeless
Right. Because they're not.
because they're not.
Right. They're home mobile.
They have they have mobile homes. So it's
Right.
like I don't like it that I feel like it's at least kind of a lie a little bit to pretend that, oh, I'm just by choice homeless and I have a place to stay and I'm doing this. I just don't, it's something about it I don't like. Like I don't like that. Because there's people
Mm-hmm.
out here who lost their place. The struggle, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
their life
It's
is
people.
completely turned upside down by losing their home.
Right.
And I don't know.
You're sitting here glorifying it, trying to make it seem like this is
It's something it's
like
not.
nobody's homeless by choice. Nobody's homeless by choice.
Right.
I
You
can
either go
see.
into mobile living or
Mm-hmm.
alternative lifestyle like van life or RV life.
Right. That's the choice. You don't go from home to not home. You don't go
I
from
just don't, I'm
home
not
to
really believing
nowhere
that
on
she's
purpose.
home. I've watched a lot of homeless content creators and I'm not seeing a homeless person. I'm just saying, because where are you keeping your stuff? Like I've seen a woman who was homeless. She shows the car. This is my stuff. This is how I get ready in my car. One lady has a storage unit. She take her stuff to. I've seen people living out of storage units. Like I've watched a
Mm-hmm.
lot of homeless content creators, and I'm like, this girl does not strike me as truly homeless because I ain't seen none of the living. Like Yella said, where's the homeless living? I don't see nothing. Where your bags? Where you
Right.
keep your stuff? Do you sleep in the car? Where's your car?
Go
Where's all
down
your
to the
personal
one about
belongings?
getting it. She's still getting the Amazon packages.
Right. Where is it?
It's down south. She's talking about I say homeless, not broke. This is what
Oh yeah, because you can do a hub and pick your stuff up at a hub.
I said I was homeless, never said I was broke.
Yeah,
I get my packages sent to a pickup location and go pick it up from there.
yeah. Which you can do.
Right. But that
Hello,
don't
hey
necessarily
Marcus.
mean you
Hey Marcus.
homeless.
Hey Mandrill.
Yeah, that don't necessarily mean you homeless.
No,
And
like
she
she could
wasn't
be in a
actually
living
picking up
situation
nothing.
where she don't have, like you could be renting a room for somebody to be doing some of this stuff. You could be like she may be staying at her job. I'm just not buying it just because her account only popped up with I'm homeless content.
Right.
And I know that's a hustle on TikTok. Like people be homeless, people come on their channel, get them money to help get them in a place. Like I've watched one lady go from her car to a place
Right.
just from TikTok support. So I feel like this particular person is grifting. Like I don't feel like she really homeless.
Right. And the homeless content ain't to, hey, I'm gonna stay homeless. Like real homeless content is, hey, I'm homeless. Can we get me up out of this type of situation?
Exactly.
I would prefer not to be in this.
And they don't be having no problem showing exactly how they living to prove it. Like, look, this is my
Right.
car. This is all my shit in my car. I watched this one couple who was staying in a storage unit. They had a fake wall of boxes in the front. So that if the people open it, it did like a bunch of boxes, but behind it, they had all their stuff. It's like, that's kind of fire. I've watched a lot of homeless content creators. Her using the home. Right. She not homeless. She may be transitional. Like she seems more like I'm in between housing. Like this would be like somebody who go live with their parents saying they homeless and making content.
That's probably what it is. If anything, she might have moved in with her parents, but I don't think she homeless because she don't, like I said, she ain't actually showing shit. And all the content she shoots is at work or at the gym.
Right.
We don't see any other thing, any of that. She going to get food or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Where you keeping your food?
Right.
Where you sleep? If people saying you sleeping on yoga mats, you making a video saying you don't. Where you sleep? Show us where you sleep. Show us how you sleep. Show us how you sleep
She
in your
got one
office.
home. I'm gonna bring this back up because she got the homeless meal prep. Click on that one.
This ain't my screen, is it? Oh, it is my screen.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I thought I took the shit out.
I'm homeless, and this is what I eat. Today is Sunday, so I had to start the week off with a new meal prep. I tried a new company, and this week she made shrimp, brown rice, and then I also got salmon and brown rice. Usually she does cooked veggies, but I've been craving a salad, so I asked her if she could make me a salad, and as you can see, she delivered. I don't know, it's something about grape tomatoes that make me forget I'm
So where are
homeless.
you
Like,
keeping
that is
this?
so bougie to me. Says to doing car light van
In the work refrigerator.
or
So
doing
you
car
taking up
light
all the
van
room in
life.
the
If you
refrigerator
do
at
it,
work.
I suggest you get on Craigslist, type your city and state, and find an office for rent. Most of them give you 24-hour access and they don't check your credit to apply.
Just you staying in the office.
Offices in my area start as low as $300 a month, and you can use their address for mail and packages.
So she's staying in the office. So does she chat? Is she homeless? We gonna ask the chat. I'm cool with alternative lifestyles to save. I just don't like her using this content as like home because homeless means usually specific things in our society, and I just feel like this is still you could. I don't know. It's just this feels like a grift. Period. I'm not even buying that she's staying in this because you just spun around the show this office. I don't see no bags. I don't see
Mm-hmm.
nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looked like you just went in the office, laid the stuff on the table, and started filming. I'm just not buying
Right.
that this woman is truly homeless. Because why aren't you showing us how you set up in the office?
Right. Where's your sleeping area in the office?
Yeah,
You just
how
keep
you
saying
set
that.
up the office. Like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
how do you do that? Like, show the
Right.
people.
Because it's people who do that, the ones who like living in their car, they'll break down
Yeah.
the whole, well, this is how you put the things in the window. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you do this is where you park. Yeah, they actually step by step you. She just
Yeah.
seemed like she's setting up content. Like you had this is probably your meal prep that you get, but you probably had it delivered to work. You know what I'm saying? So you can lay it out.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just not buying it. This particular woman is homeless. I know Rashawn has some other stuff up that he's gonna share. So this woman, I mean, this is a thing. People are becoming homeless. So I know the title of the stream is Homeless by Choice. It's easier to be homeless than a housewife. The reason this whole conversation enrages me in general is I'm cool with look, it's expensive out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with people thinking ahead. A lot of people are moving back in with family. We're staying with family when we left our townhouse. Because once again, sometimes you're like, let's save. I have an amazing village. I'm cool with the village. The village cool with me. So we're going to use that to our benefit. So this isn't even for me saying that people shouldn't find new ways to do stuff because it's expensive out here. I just need us to all really understand that you're not doing it big. You're not. The argument we had in Discord yesterday was you're not even doing it. That's what I said. So how do you feel? I know Dury says some of you guys know Dave Ramsey. Yeah, this isn't safe, right, Dury? Like, and that's some of the stuff we have to talk about. Like, what's the reality? Can you really just do anything to do anything? Yeah, you penny pinching, but at what cost? And if you're lying, you're even worse because you're gonna have people out here doing this dumb shit. You're muted, Yellow. She's not homeless. She's of no fixed address. Right. I don't even feel like transitory might be a better. I don't feel like she's truly homeless.
Yeah, I don't think there's an element of actually homeless there.
Yeah, she can have an apartment tomorrow if she want, according to her own claims. Right.
Right, and that's the part that's tripping me out. Because you can't be like, yeah, I'm homeless because I'm trying to save, and then be on TikTok flashing money
and eating shrimp dinners.
Right. You got shrimp and salmon food prep for the week. First of all, who eating shrimp 7 days down the line?
Hey, 100 watts.
Like you a different type of.
It's like you said, you selling puss out here somewhere. You may not be literally selling. Yeah, this lady don't count.
I mean, but it does though. Like it does in a way because the only reason she's getting that level of empathy is because that's what she got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what you basically commodifying in some way, shape, or form, even if it's not the legitimate prostitution. You once again, you still going on dates. You let niggas pay for your stuff. You said you were staying in your office building. Now you saying you renting the office. I'm not believing this particular lady is really homeless. Now, some of the other people we're gonna talk about and possibly see why we having this conversation are truly homeless. But...
Right. We're gonna see some examples. Dury say it's like Ocho Cinco when he said he didn't have when he didn't have an apartment for his early NFL days, he just slept and showered in the stadium to save money. Bro was making millions. Yeah. But in that scenario, that makes more sense. Right? He a football player. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's the same idea. Like he's choosing to stay where he be at all the time anyway.
Right.
But if he wanted to go get a place, he could have. At any point.
Yeah. I don't even think what could you even do at the office all night?
I don't think she's staying at her. I mean, I don't know. I'm just really doubting this. I'm doubting this lady.
At best, I can give her she don't have her own place.
Yeah,
she might
just
stay
in between
with her
places.
parents. She might stay with a friend, something like that. She might be in between places.
But even if if she wanted to go get a hotel room right now, she could. And it's like when you start talking about people who are really homeless, I feel like they don't have the option for housing because of whatever. If it's because they don't have the money, they don't have whatever. I feel like when you start saying you're homeless, like that means you cannot get housing at this moment. If you want,
you can't pay for your own housing. Yeah,
right. You can't pay for your own housing.
So yeah, it's definitely a crazy look to be sitting up there, and then it's like you're trying to be arrogant because I said homeless, not broke. How about weird?
Societally, we know what homeless means, and that's kind of like my other irritation with how we're deciding we want to try to use English now. It's like, well, then don't say you're homeless then,
right?
Because baked into homelessness is the inability to obtain housing. That is part of being labeled homeless.
Right. I mean, because shit, when I was younger, I mean, I was out here, so it was a lot of times I didn't have no home.
Right. We also call that couch surfing. You got a couch you could crash on. You're couch surfing.
I ain't had no home when I was out here.
Right. Transitory. We also have a word for that. Transitory.
So it's
we be having words for stuff and people just want to use what they want to use. We have words for all of these things.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro.
Homosexual, right? Who's not a homosexual in their 20s? Come on.
Yeah.
You're a few too many smashes from living with somebody. Get out of here. Whoever got the place, that's who we finna be living with. That's your 20s. I started dating this nigga. He got his own apartment, so I be over there.
Show the fuck well.
I be over there. That's like at least half of your 20s. Just if the other person got a place, you finna be over there.
We just ended up getting a place together. That's pretty much how that worked. The place together just so happened to work out. We was like, oh, you here?
I'm finna move. You finna move. Like, I mean, I be at your place all the time anyway. I mean, that's how me and King ended up living together. I was getting my first place, and he was like, "Stan, you come on over here." And then we ended up staying together. Like, yeah. But welcome back, Eviction.
Thank you. I'm very unsettled.
Stupid name.
Your mom always got a stupid name.
You're unsettled?
Yeah, I'm unsettled.
Okay. Well,
I don't have a place to sit in this conversation.
Okay, that's cool. You got we sick of her. Did you have another person we were gonna watch? I'm sick of her.
Okay, you're sick of her. No, that's what this was kind of about. Was her and then maybe Dawn Robinson, because the legendary Grammy-winning, award-winning singer, songwriter of Lucy Pearl and En Vogue is also homeless for the last 3 years, and we debated what homeless meant, me and you. because me and you have different meanings of homelessness.
Oh, and we also debated what self-sufficient meant. I think we spent a lot of time
Yeah,
debating that more so than
yeah, we
homeless.
did, we did.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Wait, y'all ready?
He
All
told me that
right,
was fun.
you ready? Fight.
Nah, nah, nah. You're gonna
That
have to
nigga
give us a
said,
clock and each of us present our argument. That's
Okay,
how that would have
so
to go because
oh man,
I
I don't
need to
think
do a
I've ever
whole
been the mediator in this
I
whole
need to
thing.
be a
We'll just
I
let
need to
me
do
get
a
it started.
whole introduction to why this is gonna be a paper. This is gonna be an essay.
okay, okay,
It's
Jesus
really not.
Christ.
All right.
It's really not.
So, so what is the discrepancy? Are we still there, or was
So
it settled?
It's
no,
not settled. We
I
just
think
it's in one agree to disagree type joint.
yeah, because my whole thing, the energy behind my issue with people saying they're self-sufficient when they're not, in these here 2025s, I feel like there is a abuse of the English language. I feel like people are using language to justify their maladaptive, unproductive behaviors. I feel like the standard is constantly being moved via the abuse of language, with the caveat that we can use language based off how we feel in the moment
Yeah,
and not based off how we use it colloquially and the etymology of said words. And this is a problem that I think is vastly permeating the Black community because we have a very antisocial culture, and this is just another example of that. Failure is expected in life. You are not your failure. You don't have to stay in failure, but we do need to be able to identify failure based off societal standards. And the bucking back against using the words correctly is a buck against authority, which is why these niggas are going through what they are, which is why a lot of the people are unruly, which is why a lot of the outcomes are terrible, which is why ratrocity is supported in our community because we always have language to spin it. I'm sick of it. That is my argument. Maladaptive, who you talking to? Y'all. That's
yo,
the end of my argument.
yo, and
Y'all.
my argument, I guess, would begin where Breeze ends. I do understand everything she's saying. It makes sense to the point that yes, people are spinning things to escape accountability. But when somebody is experiencing negative consequences in their life, do you want them to sit in that same energy? We had that whole conversation with Anthony Mackie yesterday, where him just understanding that no matter how much work you put in, at the end of the day, if somebody don't tap you on that shoulder, pat your head, you don't really get that, you don't really get in that door. You don't want people sitting in that victim energy. And we know Black people have a high degree tendency to sit in victim energy. The legacy of slavery is why this happened. My credit score is low because of Jim Crow. You know what I'm saying? My credit score low because of Jim Crow. It'd be stuff like that that we be sitting in, and everything's oppression, and then we don't move forward on anything. We don't actually take the positive steps that we need to acquire things. We don't collaborate the way we need to. We don't share resources. We don't share information. So because of that, do you want people sitting in the negative energy as they sit in negative outcomes? Or do you want them to be able to pivot to develop a positive mindset so that they can actually sit like she's doing if she's actually homeless in an ingenious space, making the best out of a bad situation? She's turning pig entrails into chitlins, which is now becoming a culinary dish. That may not be the healthiest thing to do, but it's what people are doing. It is taking the lemons and turning it into lemonade. She's beyond making it look good. She's making it possible. She's sustaining herself on the resources she has available, even if one of those is not a house. If one of them's a car, cool. She's dwelling in a car. We had the whole, it's not a dwelling place. It's not a dwelling place, Rashawn. She's
Ain't,
dwelling in the place of her vehicle. God damn it.
ain't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am
All
I
right.
allowed to retort, mediator?
Retort. You can go ahead.
I'm fine with the reality that she can dwell in any place she would like, but that is not what determines what is a dwelling place. So I feel like I'm cool. No, I don't think people need to be moping and dreary. I'm cool with that. Like I said that earlier, like she's grinding. She working 2 jobs. She gonna get out of it. It's cool. But I don't like the misrepresentation of the whole situation. I don't even consider her situation per se the situation of what we societally usually call homelessness when we talk about the homeless population or homelessness being a human, a threat to human rights or trying to solve it or I feel like we have a understanding, at least societally, of what homeless has always been, which means you cannot access housing. Not that you're choosing not to access housing, but it's usually that you're not accessing housing. And what I'm nervous about, or what I think is behind some of my pushback to this whole culture, is people who have the choice, who are choosing to save an ingenious way, which is what I would say this lady is doing. She's finding an ingenious way to not pour her money into rent and save, which is fine. But someone who lost their job and lost everything and is facing living on the streets, maybe if they got kids, they not the same people. And I don't really think we need to mix those two groups together as the same. And I think it's not useful. So that's a lot of my pushback for this.
Okay. And while I do respect everything she's saying, when she speaks to misrepresentation, I think we would have to ask ourselves the question, what exactly is homeless? Does she have a home? No, she has less than a home. So she is homeless. She's not home plus, she is home minus. So what does homeless have to look like? Does she have to be dirty? Does she have to lay in a puddle? Does she have to carry a cardboard sign like myself here? Does she have to be walking with the dog with a little hobo stick and bag? What is she asking for somebody to look homeless? She wants somebody to appear homeless because she wants it to represent homelessness. What is the face of homelessness that my dear colleague here, King Patriarch, is asking this woman to represent? Because as we know, women aren't safe. That's the whole thing. Women aren't safe in their homes because of partner violence. Women aren't safe at work. That's why we have sexual harassment laws. Women aren't safe walking the street, catcalling and following people home. So there's no way in hell my dear colleague, Mr. King Patriarch Bree, is going to tell me that a woman is safe on the streets by her lonesome. So understanding that, she has found alternatives to housing. Now, what she is not doing, which King Patriarch Bree has said, is saving money. This woman is out here blowing a bag. I can't afford. Now, listen. Also, as a person that's unhoused and housing insecure, she's not saving. She's not saving money. Now, Bree wants to credit her for saving money. She's getting.
Well, I'm just going based off what she said.
She's pasta and lobster. She's ribs over rent. She's getting the 200. She said the Greyhound bus was insufficient, so she went and upgraded and got that $270 bus. I don't even know if y'all played that real. So she went and got the luxury bus because the Greyhound bus wasn't up to her standards. So she's not saving money. This is a woman who wants to live a certain lifestyle, wants to go out with her friends, which she also showed a video of. She wants to be able to blow a bag, but she can't blow a bag and blow a rent payment. And that's the problem. She's chosen the look of the lifestyle, the feel of the lifestyle, over having stable housing. So I get that she's not what we would traditionally call homeless, but these are not traditional times. We keep having these arguments about what's a traditional man, what's a traditional woman, what's traditional values. We have to stop looking at tradition and look at what is.
And I'm just going based off what she said because I'm believing that she's homeless. I'm going based off what she said. She said she worked 2 jobs. One job she put away all the money. The other job she still spent from. So that's why I said she's saving. Do I believe she's saving? No. Do I believe anything this woman is saying about what's going on with her? Not really. I believe it's a grift on TikTok for money because the real homeless people that I've seen, people who really homeless through maybe some shit went left and they couldn't get a house or they couldn't get whatever, like they got priced out of the market. A lot of the people I've seen who are in that kind of situation usually aren't doing it. So do I believe what she's saying? No, but I thought I'm taking her at face value for the sake of the conversation. She says she's saving.
Yeah.
She said that's why she chose not to redo a lease, because she wanted to save that money. And she's saying she working a second job, and everything she make from the second job, she's putting into a savings account.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm just taking her at face value,
Gotcha.
even though I don't believe it.
I respect.
Yeah,
it. I respect.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I said earlier, what I'm saying is truly homeless is people who don't have the option to secure housing. Yeah, I don't believe what she said, but for the sake of argument, I have to decide if I'm going to believe what she say. I can't pick and choose where I'm going to believe she's homeless, but I'm not going to believe she's saving. Like, I don't believe in that. If we're going to have a debate about it, I have to choose whether I'm going to take her at face value or not. I don't believe nothing this bitch say.
Ooh, that's
because the count didn't exist before you was homeless.
Right.
There's nothing that makes me believe anything this lady is saying. But let's just pretend what she's saying is true.
Yeah, on that we agree.
Right. So, but for me, most homeless people that I've seen, talk to, even people who are transitorily homeless, it's something there that's keeping them from being able to secure housing for that time. Yeah. And if I'm listening to what this broad is saying, she can go get an apartment right now if she wanted to.
Yeah, but she'd have to stop living the way she want to live.
Well, that's if I believe, which I'm more inclined to believe what you're saying, because that's my conclusion. Like, you're irresponsible, which is my other issue. You're just an irresponsible person who wants to present that you have a lifestyle that you can't afford. This economy is really exposing all these people. Right. And that's my other issue. So we're going to keep saying Black women have all these amazing outcomes by ourselves. And single Black women are don't need nobody, don't need a village, cut everybody off, don't need to be married, don't need friends. But then now it's a movement that we all just empowered nomads now. So which one is it? Yeah. I'm cool with you making the best out of a tough situation, but when you're constantly sliding into worse outcomes, but we keep spinning it to make it sound, no, it was supposed to go this way. No, we wanted this to happen. You wanted this to happen? Oh, this is what we was trying to do anyway. This is empowerment. This is liberation. Now you on bullshit because you're constantly sliding into worse outcomes. And we can't call a spade a spade. You ain't got to be miserable, and you ain't been miserable in the bad outcomes in forever. We ain't been miserable this whole time, just steady failing. So I don't have to give them permission to have fun in their failures, but you are failing. Period. Because if your spending is so high that you can't afford rent, then you need to stop spending. But you're not gonna do that because you want to look like a bad bitch. You still putting on press-on nails and you're homeless. Supposedly homeless. Which is why I can't. I just can't with these. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't. Like, so many men would love to be with her. I mean.
So 2 of my dear compatriots points here I'd like to rebut. One is having fun in failure. So we would have to then say that one is not allowed to have fun if Bree determines what you're doing is failure. So there are a group of people in America called Republicans, conservatives or GOP, who like to point at poor people and say you should not be able to buy steak and lobster on food stamps. You should have to buy bottom of the barrel food. You should not be able to buy candy, buy soda, buy anything any other American can afford to buy because you're getting government assistance. You can't look like you're having fun if you need help from other people. Now, that is a very pervasive argument, a very pervasive sentiment. And I see it's infected my dear friend Bree, who does identify as a capitalist.
Okay.
You just said,
I said I can't stop them from. No, I said we've been looking like we're having fun and failure. Right. I'm not. Right. I can't give them permission. That's not me.
My permission. I like to reclaim my time, mediator. I like to reclaim my time.
The mediator muted.
Time reclaim.
Thank you so
mediator,
much. Right. As somebody who is policing the amount of fun that a failure is allowed to have, I'm a failure. I'm going to have me some fun. I'm going to have me some indulgences, just like any other person. And yes, irresponsibly, I'm going to have too many indulgences, which is why I am the failure that I am. So asking me, one, to completely go against my nature and to stop having these frivolous indulgences that lead to my failures, that's asking me to flip a switch that does not exist. If I could do that, I wouldn't be the failure that I am, and neither would she, or most of these women that we talk about on these panels. Secondly, the second point you made, Bree yourself, you yourself have argued that there's a problem with women having to have this perfect standing. They've got to be the perfect wife. They got to be the perfect mother. They got to be the career-driven woman. There's all this societal pressure from women, from men, from society, from media, that women have to be all of the things, and women have absorbed that. The superwoman effect, the perfectionism, it's driving women to psychosis, and they're on all these medications for depression and all of these things. You have acknowledged and said that yourself. And then when these women are breaking free of that and saying, I am liberated, I am not going to live to these pressures to be this, I'm not going to live my life to be that, I'm not going to concern myself by trying to maintain these things I can no longer maintain in opposition of each other. I can't afford my lifestyle and the life that other people think I should have, and I'm going to choose the one that I prefer because I have autonomy and agency. You're then demonizing her there too. So she can't win. She's wrong and overextending herself when she's trying to be all of the things. And then when she gives that up, you're saying she's wrong again. So where are you going to let this woman live at? Where is she okay at? Where's your perfect medium? Give her your Goldilocks zone so she can go and live in your space.
All right.
All right. That's y'all done?
No. Because I never said she can't have fun. I literally said I'm not the person who determines if she can have fun in her failure, because that's what we've been doing. So I just acknowledge that people are going to have fun even in their failure. So I'm not getting this part where I said she can't have fun. The mediator, did you hear me say that?
Not heard on my end. No.
I was making
It's
sure.
implied.
I definitely
It's
said
implied.
she gonna have. I definitely said she gonna have her fun. People gonna have fun in failure. I'm go ahead and have your fun, but you still failing in the meantime. That's what I said. I'm not sure where you heard that I said people who failing shouldn't have fun.
It's implied.
Oh, maybe chat. I mean, I'm not hearing it. I'm definitely acknowledging that people can have fun
What a great.
in failure.
Okay.
So I'm not really sure where we're getting that.
Yeah, it's if you're constantly policing somebody. So this is the disingenuousness that happens on the internet. Somebody will come up to shame a behavior. You shouldn't be shacking up. It's wrong. The Bible says it's wrong to live a man and a woman if you ain't married. No, because y'all probably having premarital sex. You're probably doing this and that and the other. All types of chicanery. And then you say, hey, you're shaming these people. I ain't shaming these people. I don't judge. I never said you couldn't do it. That's that bullshit bring on right now.
I can see the confusion. I see the confusion.
Okay. You see the confusion?
I'm definitely shaming her.
Right.
For being an irresponsible adult.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that she can't have fun.
Obviously, she's an adult.
That's part of the reason that she's irresponsible.
Right.
So I'm not denying that I'm not shaming her. She's failing.
Right.
That's shame.
Right. So if you're shaming somebody,
the two are separate from me.
That they should not do it?
No, I'm just calling what her situation is what it is. It's a failure.
Okay.
Her situation is a failure by all intents and purposes. What behavior needs to happen post you being decided to be a failure? I don't really. People do what they do. She's a failure. That's it. Okay. That period. I mean, okay. Continue to make your comment. Go out and eat. I mean, if that's what you want to do, like with your extra money that you're not paying rent with, like that's not my point. My point is that we need to still be able to call stuff what it is. I mean, there's a certain shame in failure. People feel shame about failure inherently. That's not. I mean, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I can see your confusion because there's a thing called redundancy and a moot point. So you said we have an understanding what homelessness is. The word homelessness, the word homeless says failure. So for you to come by and say somebody's homeless and then need to clarify that they're a failure is redundant and moot because the society understands that homelessness is a failure to obtain housing. So when you're belaboring the point to bring new language to a thing that's already understood and doesn't need to be explained, you're then signaling something further. Not only are you a failure, I need you to understand that you're a failure, and I need other people to understand that you're a failure above and beyond your status of homelessness. It's become personal to me. So I'm stopping my activity of my life, stepping out of it and stepping into yours to make sure that you understand that everybody else understands that you're a failure above and beyond your self-admission that you're homeless. I need to add extra. I need to put more dip on this chip. So if we can't acknowledge our own behavior as being policing, then I don't think she needs to acknowledge that she's a failure. But she has, because she called herself homeless.
I can agree with that. But yeah, I'm definitely saying to other people, this is failure. To her, don't give a fuck. But third party, same conversation I had with Conscious TV. You can say you identify as whatever you want. When I'm talking to you, I will call you whatever you want to be identified from. But when I go talk about you to a third party, I'm going to use the label that is most fitting for what you are. And that's all I'm doing here. Okay. Would never go to this woman and be like, you have to feel like you're homeless. I don't care what she want to call herself. She want to call her a nomadic princess. Girl, we could call you whatever you want when we're having a conversation, girl. I don't care. But if I was to go talk to my kids about what a responsible adult looks like, I would say she's a failure. Okay. If I'm having a conversation with other, if I were having a conversation with y'all, other people who not her, I'm going to stand at the point that she's a failure.
Okay. And you don't believe homeless adequately provides that context?
Well, according to her, no.
According to her,
listening to her talk about her homelessness, she does not feel like a failure. She does not feel that way.
Where did you get that from?
Because I'm listening to her talk and respond to people who are talking about her situation and telling them they're wrong, and she's not this and she's not that. She doesn't feel that way. And that's why I was saying, I think part of why she feels the way she feels is because she's not traditionally homeless. And the fact that she can't access housing, she's choosing not to be housed right now. So she doesn't feel like a failure, because if she, according to her, if she wants to go get an apartment tomorrow, she can, versus someone who lost their job and lost their home, or somebody who like fucked up their credit and couldn't get in a place, or someone who is more of what we think of when we talk about homeless. Like, I think those people feel like they fail because they want to be in housing and cannot access it. But this lady does not feel like she failed, because she said herself she just don't want to be in housing.
Okay, so now then we have another problem then with the definition of failure. If she's doing what she intends to do, and you said that based upon the money she has, she could go and get an apartment today. She's choosing not to. If she's literally choosing not to do this thing, that's what she claims. And you said out of your mouth that we're choosing to believe what she claims for the sake of argument, correct?
Right.
All right. So we can stop with the allegedly. So if she's choosing to live this lifestyle, is that a failure? If you choose to do the thing and then you do the thing that you choose to do, how is that failure?
So she's choosing to not pay rent and blow all her money on shrimp and salmon, getting her nails done, flexing with her friends. So she's deciding that instead of solidifying housing, she wants to use her money to go have fun. So that's the whole problem I was having with it. I don't think, one, she should call herself homeless. Maybe she's in transition or she's doing something else that's ingenious. I'm not completely opposed to that. But if you're going to call yourself homeless, then that makes it a whole different thing. So that is kind of part of my issue of what we're having a conversation about, the issue with it. I'm not 100%. I don't think inherently there's anything wrong with what she's doing if she was being honest about what she's doing, which is just like, I don't want to fucking pay rent, so I'm going to do something else to save my money. Just like I chose to move in with some parents instead of signing another lease for $2,800 so I can stack money. But I'm also not going to go outside and be like, I'm homeless. So my issue is not necessarily, I think she's in a different space, and I have more of an issue with the space she's in versus what she's calling it for the sake of benefiting off people who are actually more in what she's calling herself. That's more where my issue lies.
Okay.
Which is why I started off the conversation about the use of language to manipulate things and call things what they aren't, because that's more of my issue here.
Okay. So then one of two things, because now you have a contradiction in, and maybe your contradiction is stemming from her contradiction. So either she's a failure because she's not living up to the life that she's supposed to be living, or she's not actually homeless, which means she's successful in being this pseudo homeless. So it can only be one of these two things. Either
Right.
she's she's either a successful alternatively housed person and not a failure, but also not homeless, or she is homeless and is a failure. So I'll let you resolve that in a moment. But I want to say she also was honest, because she claimed ribs over rent. She said, I made a decision. I chose this way. So she is being honest. You yourself have projected and made a determination that she's not being honest when everything she says has been pretty clear and decisive. Now, I can concede that homeless may not be the most accurate label, but I also would say that red flag wasn't the most accurate label that you wanted to stake your life on because of lesbianism the other day. But I fully protect your right to flip flop on your principles. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. My problem is that you can't have it both ways. That's generally my main issue. It's like, okay, if you want to label yourself homeless, like you lost your housing and you can't get housing, then that means you failed at being self-sufficient. But if you simply just choosing an alternative right now to save money, then cool. You can be ingenuity. You can be being creative in this fucked up economy. I would call you all sorts of things if that's what you want to say you are. But that's my issue. That was my original argument. People using language for, that doesn't really apply. You don't really have to call yourself that. But I understand why she's doing it. I know why she's doing it. But you can't have it both ways. Okay, you want to be homeless, then you're a failure. How about that?
All right. On that, we can agree there is a contradiction, and I can also agree that your contradiction probably stems from her contradiction, and you also are a flip flopper on principle because you did not want to stick to the terms when it came to red flag, but you want to stick to it when it comes to homelessness, and I think that's ass cheeks. And
I think you're doing the same thing with the red flag argument that you're doing here, but we can let that rest.
All right. Time. We're gonna pop the balloon on that. We're gonna pop the balloon on this damn debate. All right. So
it's never happening.
Yeah, no problem. All right. That was yeah, I actually made some good points. I didn't even expect Rashawn to take that stance on the whole situation. Being how he feels about it's going to actually change in a minute once we move on to the next story.
He's a gremlin. You know what mode Rashawn is in by how he laughs.
It's not true.
It's true.
It's very true.
It's not true.
We've known you too long.
Oh my God.
That's why I let
it go. I don't even know how I laugh. Wait a minute. I don't even know how I laugh in different ways. No.
That's why I let it go on. You know what I'm saying? Like, gonna put your boy in the corner right there. You know what I'm saying? I got you. You was on Louis time. It's okay.
Yeah,
you was on. You muted.
You low key in the trash, right?
I'm gonna go and put him over there.
No, Yella's low key in the trash.
That's cool. I know where I'm at. I'm cool where I'm at.
He said, look, you see how he in the dumpster a little bit? He just outside of it.
I'm cool with being there. This is cool with me. Me and homie right here in the corner chilling. He got his can.
There we go.
Yeah, we chilling. I'm good where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting y'all uppity niggas up here who in the alley with me. Y'all just
now we up there.
But we all in the alley, nigga.
Right.
But I think that's kind of the point of this conversation, right? Because it's
I chose to be up here.
When do you realize you in the alley too?
Right.
Even if you chose to be.
Come on, Pastor Yella.
You know what I'm saying? So I think she don't understand that she's in the alley. If we taking it as her as face value, she don't understand you in the alley, and that's a problem. Because then it gives a different perspective on the people that's not able to do what she's flashing and flaunting. basically, right? So she's spreading cash and she buying shrimp. She buying shrimp and salmon food prep. Is going to, if one thing people don't really have today is perspective. So they're gonna see that and be like, well, why the rest of y'all can't do that? Because that's not how this goes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not how this looks. So to call herself homeless is it is a little weird.
It's disingenuous.
But I can concede that it's my behavior is gatekeeping behavior, which I'm okay with that. Like I'm okay with conceding that point that I'm trying to gatekeep a term, you know, and I can understand that. Like I can accept that point.
Right, and then there's a reason why, right? Because if we take it a step further, like there's actual foundations and steps and people that help homeless people. So it's not necessarily like this term is as loosely used as many of the other terms that people bring. Like this
I
is
already know what you're talking about when you say,
"Woo, man." Because I swear to God, if I'm listening to, oh God, like I heard Rashawn use it, I almost threw this damn
he almost
computer, almost threw this damn computer across the room. That so it's that so define blank, right? So when you say blank, define blank. Like why are we sitting here trying? Like we don't always have to break down the damn definition of the word. Like we kind of know where we operating at.
Man.
No, because my point is this.
Societally.
Right. Because if you ain't if it's a game people play, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when the conversation leans too much to the general public, are you generalizing? Okay, well, let's make it about you personally. Well, this ain't about me.
Right.
Then what we do?
Right. Yeah.
Right. So when you use the term, we either gonna make it about you specifically because you're defining your term.
Right.
We're gonna make it about
then it can
you.
be whatever you want it to be if it's your perspective of what you're doing.
Right. Or we're gonna use it in the higher percentile of what people use it at. Because everybody can use stats, but they can't understand the commonality between a word that's being used. So they can bring up all the stats that break down all the usage of all the other characteristics of human, except the word we use.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why when we was having the red flag conversation early this week, both origins can be true, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's the maritime usage that they've been using.
Come on, new word. Let's go. Come on, new word.
That was crazy.
Since Christopher Columbus and them.
Because one thing you ain't never gonna say about your girl is she don't have vocabulary for that ass. Okay.
She said.
Right. And then
when she said that in a sentence, though, man, what she say? 16 maritime. I was like, no, we ain't doing this.
I was talking about the etymology of the term. That's it.
I know. I'm just saying it was just funny in a sentence. In a sentence.
Say that stuff around niggas.
So like the term originated on the 1612 maritime.
Oh, trust me, when she said it, I definitely gave her the.
He talking about my spectrum is showing. Like you just keep these random facts in your pocket.
Yeah, like what did you pull that out the Magna Carta? Like where did this come from? Like
this is definitely crazy. My face when she said that shit. Like I was like, if you don't get your
he said so you just had that laying around.
Yeah, like, yeah.
But then there's also my usage when I bring up how it's used in NASCAR, that it is a full-on stop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When the yellow flag comes out, that's more caution. They keep moving. But when the red flag come out, race stop. You stop exactly where you at on the track.
Yeah.
Right.
That tire don't move not another bit. So those two can exist, but then there's the third way that we use it in relationships. You know what I'm saying? And that's how
people actually behave when they say it.
Right. Because then they treat it like both. Like they understand the red flag and they still proceed with caution. when they speak about it, they speak about it as if they
Like
ran
they
a
shoulda
stop
full stop.
sign. Right. They like as they ran a stop sign.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where the confusion comes. So when it's the same thing with homelessness, it's like, sure, there's different levels of it. But the concept is you're in a bad place.
Societally.
Like, right, yeah, like you're not in the ideal place in life. Homeless.
Yeah, something going on in life if you homeless. And it's not
there's
always your fault.
Yeah, it ain't gotta be your fault. Right.
Right.
And it ain't gotta be something you stay in. But if Ralphie can understand when he in danger, you need to understand when you in danger. You might need to understand when you're in danger, especially as a woman. Because if you homeless and you showing off your office and you flashing all this money and telling people that you got money, you don't think I can figure out where to get you? You doing all this capping on the internet. The main thing they take, this is why ultimately I feel like she's lying. Because when we get on, we gonna move on to Dawn Robinson in a minute. But one of the main things they tell you as a woman is to not let people know where you at.
Yeah, the van life girl is big on that. Like, I don't even post some of these vlogs until I'm gone and at the next site.
Mm-hmm.
But you showing your current location, talking about you be at the gym. And you live at the office. Man, quit playing with these people, man. Realize when you in danger. And stop trying to stunt. For your balloon be popped for real.
Man, the van life murders are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we had the same issue with the van life run not too long ago. It became a big thing. Got up around the time we did the tiny houses first, and then people started doing the van life, and it's a lot of stories out here about women who's like, yeah, I can do that too.
Yeah.
All right, y'all done got too comfortable in the modern world, because it's nothing like throwing yourself in literal survival mode, which is once again a separate problem. But people saying they in survival mode when they fucking Gabrielle Union or Gabrielle, whatever. So now everybody in survival mode, no matter how much fucking money they make. No, you putting yourself in literal survival mode.
Yeah.
Right.
And you gonna fuck around and find out. And that's what's happening to a lot of these people who just, oh yeah, van life, that's great. I don't have to pay bills. Great, I'm gonna get a van. Murdered. Expeditiously. Like, I literally was watching this video, this lady who had to go empty out her mom's van. She didn't make it 2 months, bro. Like, she didn't. She got murdered. So many van life women get murdered.
Jesus Christ.
That's fucked up.
Gabby Petito was with a man and he murdered her in van life. Like, I'ma need people to stop playing.
Don't get locked. Don't get yourself on my mind.
Don't be blocking Brie.
No,
now she cooking on mute. Now she cooking on mute. Look at her. Look at
Sorry. And that's part of the reason I get so upset about it. Because like Rashawn said, I have talked about women's safety and all that stuff. But like, at the same time, I can't push for you saying you're liberated when you're putting yourself in more danger. But it just proves Rashawn's point. Maybe we are fucking toddlers and we can't make decisions for ourselves and we need to be controlled, because if we're doing dumb shit, like saying we're liberated by living on the street, you're a fucking idiot.
Let's go, man. We finally got, man.
You about to be liberated from life, my guy.
Let's go. Let's go. Can't stop.
You won't be liberated so much. What's the highest liberation? You know, the highest liberation is being dead.
Yeah. Freedom from life.
You are free from life. Congratulations. And that's what all this liberation stuff is. You don't see, the more liberated people get, the dumber and closer to being liberated, yeeted off this planet they get.
You are free from making any more choices.
You're gonna have the ultimate freedom from your body.
Jesus Christ.
So yes, keep being liberated. Just liberate yourself into the fucking sun.
Dang. I love it.
I'm so sick of it. Like, how liberated you need to be, bro. Like,
yes.
How
Yeah.
Ain't
liberated
that
you
much
need to
fucking
be.
liberated in the
For
world.
real.
Like, bro, like, and to the point of the topic, man, like, yeah, that's why y'all don't want to be at the house with nobody. Cause they feel that energy that you just got to be free. Like, and that's why people be trying to lock your ass down for your own good.
That
It's too
caged
much. It's
bird.
never enough. It's never enough liberation. It's never enough.
Never enough. Icarus. Fly
It's
too
never
close to the sun every time.
Fly too close to the sun.
And the weed get burnt.
Yeah.
Man, it don't even seem like they be trying to avoid the sun though. Like at least Icarus flew too close.
Right.
Like they just seem like they fly into
I
like
think he
directly at
overestimated the
The
sun.
sun.
He
You're
underestimated
right.
right. He
Right.
might have
The sun in the room.
underestimated the sun.
Yeah.
So
They
it's just
like
the sun.
they like, hey, I can land on it. He just a man. He couldn't do it. I can land on it.
You're right. You're right. There's a different intention. Yeah, you're right. The woman's like, I can be
We're gonna
the
settle
sun.
the
If I
sun.
fly
We're-
into it, I'll become the sun.
Right. We're gonna settle the sun. We're gonna settle on the sun. We're gonna start a village on the fucking sun. It's
I'm bright too. Let me shine like you.
You can't dim my light. Okay.
right. I mean,
Right.
I guess it you just got incinerated.
Hey, yo, they come out looking like this.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play. I don't know if that's racist or bigot. I don't know which one it is. I don't have the word for that, but it's
oh.
Yo. Pop.
He said, hey, chill.
No pop
Hey,
me.
chill.
No pop me. No pop me.
He said, hey, chill. Hey, chill. You know how somebody say it like that? Like, chill.
Oh,
you doing too much. Well, yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Well,
see, it actually did come
I mean, but this is the strength to go on because Empowered Nomad is
they go there. Yeah,
full,
they're going there. Yeah, they're going there.
Full, never go full.
Yeah, you never go full. Yeah,
it's like we forgot. It's like this is the cleansing of humanity. We've forgotten. I think this is an inevitable into the part of the gender war conversation, which is that women don't need men. And I think it's always just been dumb to think that something we've been doing throughout human history, there's no reason we do it outside of convenience. Like, no, there's actually a reason we do a lot of the stuff we do. And maybe we've forgotten because we're so far removed from a lot of struggle. So people are now creating struggles to help them remember why we need each other.
Oh, that's why I lock the front door. People just walk in sometimes because they're
and they murder people. Like people that be out here getting murdered, grizzly for no reason. Why they do it? Because he could.
Yeah. That's fair.
We forgot.
I would say, as a guy, it sucks that the argument to this is that other guys are just so dangerous. Like I hate that that's always everything that we get to in gender at some level of it. There's a level of, well, it's this way because men are just going to kill people or rape people. Like that sucks.
Right.
At the bottom of everything is that. That sucks.
Yeah, that does suck.
But to Yellow's point,
wish
he got away from him. Yeah, I wish it wasn't true too. But I just watched a video where a dude tried to run over a woman and then grab her when she was outside her house. And the woman just like there was a woman on the porch and she just kind of stood there while it was happening because she can't find out for man. So it's like I see this stuff happen all the time, and I know people are dangerous. Like, it's not just men; women are dangerous too. Women are complicit with men. There's all the situations are true, but I know the depravity of dudes is insane, and it sucks that women can't be safe out there. But it's also sad that women can't admit that they need dudes even when they're out there, they're using dudes to fix their car. My car broke down, so I need a dude. A dude let me use the office to sleep in. Like there's
anytime
a lot of
you see any video where someone's harmed, they be like, "Wasn't that a man standing right there? Why did he jump in?" And
so it's weird. It's that weird juxtaposition of men are unsafe and men are needed for safety at the same time. So I I haven't been able to reconcile that. But to Yellow's point that we got away from, you said easy. Go ahead.
Yeah, they shouldn't be safe. They should never actually get out there and feel safe because that's a fallacy.
Fallacy, yeah.
Because if it wasn't men, it'd be something else.
Right.
Oh my God, why are these coyotes out here so bad?
Yeah, nature is harsh.
Right.
Okay, but that's not what I mean. Like that's taking it.
No, but I'm saying, yeah, no, but I'm saying, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like if I can only feel bad for you if you accidentally get burned by fire. I have zero sympathy if you ran in that bitch with the gasoline draws on, holding 2 sticks of dynamite.
Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you went in there,
but let me
as
interrupt you real quick.
flammable.
Like going into your car should not be gasoline draws on fire with 2 sticks of dynamite. That's you sleeping in your car or your van. That should not be. That's not like wild animals are catching you in the forest or something like that. That's totally different. That's what I'm talking about. And that's the line I'm like. That's the
he's just
line
talking about the reality of women that
right.
They're never safe.
I get that. Right, I get that. But this is
the gasoline drawers or 2 sticks of dynamite.
This is the gasoline draws and 2 sticks of dynamite right here. So we need to be able to we need to be able to understand because they'll never understand the difference.
It's getting harder to understand the difference because I think a lot of women have decided that society is a certain level of safe now that it's not.
Or it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it should be. When we've already established that it's not. And generally, it's not going to change. If we could stop the creation of bad people, we would have figured that out. Like we can't stop. We're never going to be able to stop the creation of bad people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
So to assume that you should go out there it's like going out into war and then getting mad because they shooting. Or it's bombs.
Did you guys know they were shooting over there? Fuck.
Y'all said war.
Okay, so real quick then. Here's the issue. Here's the issue with that. Because people aren't going out into war. People are going out into work. People are going out into home. Now here's the problem. The way we, like to Bree's point, the way we spin a narrative, the way we pretend that we live in a civil society, that's the problem. Because we are going into war, but we tell everybody you're going into the pursuit of happiness. You're going to chase joy. So the problem isn't, for me, the people who are trying to do the thing that we say they're supposed to do, go and live your life and enjoy and all that stuff. That's the lie. Underneath that is you're trying to do that in the middle of a war zone that nobody's trying to fix. Now, if the narrative was coherent, I'd be with you. But we can't sit because we know this. We know people because we're talking about we're talking about her being part of the brainwashing of people that are going to now see this as a viable solution to their problems.
Right. And I understand.
Right. So on a larger context, our culture, our society is building these lies into what we are, how safe we are, how safe we should be. I can't fault women or men for believing the things that we're told. That's unfair for me to not put it on the society, but then put it on her. You shouldn't be misleading people. Well, we're all being misled. So, but if we're going to act like this is a war zone, an active war zone all the time, okay, that's cool, and everything's mutual combat, and everybody got to protect themselves. I'm with that. I can live with that.
I think my issue is kind of like that thing Jordan Peterson says is like the aim determines what each object is. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of the times because of our antisocial culture, we're not realizing that the protective square is civility. Mm-hmm. And what creates the boundaries of civility or civilizations or a society is the standard that society sets. And so anytime you start to veer outside of the standards, then you're veering outside of the protective safety net that the society has created. And I think sometimes for some people, that's where it gets lost, mm-hmm. that you exist within a society that has certain rules to try to mitigate the harm that nature causes, mm-hmm. right? Okay, so if you engage with society, then your chances of a coyote coming and dragging you off are very low because you're within the safety of society. And it's the same thing socially. A lot of these antisocial types or these dark types or these predatory types hang out in the outskirts of society, the edges outside of the standard. So the standard is actually there to protect you, but people are bucking against authority and then wanting the same protection that's inside the safety net. So that's why my issue is, if you're not for women especially, anytime you're not self-sufficient, which is something all women know, because that's why we say, have your own money, have these same women, you seem to understand inherently that self-sufficiency provides you a certain level of protection. So if you choose to leave out of the society standards for a productive member, a self-sufficient member of society, you're now putting yourself in danger. And I think for a lot of people, that's the line that they don't understand. Like, they are in society because they're born into it, but you can also choose to be a part of society by your behaviors and your actions. And I think people think because they're inherently born in it and they exist in it, that they're going to be protected by it. And that is not true.
Okay, so let me rebut that for the sake of argument, because I feel like what you just said is the lie that I was just talking about society pushes. So, like, you're saying the bounds of society are there and they offer some protection against the nature. But I would actually say the predators, there are certain types of predators that hang out outside of the realm of the civility. They hang out on the outside of town.
The murder ones.
No, I'll say there's a lot of murder ones on the inside too. Like, I can't see a place in civilized society where women have been safe. It's not church, it's not work, it's not in their house with their spouse. Tell me where the women can find safety inside of civility, because I don't recognize that. They can't go to. I've seen them attacked at the gym. I've seen them attacked in their cars. I've seen them in the elevator. I haven't seen the place where a woman can say civility has saved me in mass.
So it's not particular places. So that's what I'm saying. I think people have the idea that society is a physical place, and inside physical places you're safe because it's in society. But society, I'm talking about socially, there are rules and there are certain things you've learned as far as safety that society has taught us, or people who our parents, the people who create society, have taught us. And usually if you follow those rules, the chances of you being harmed in those ways we talk about are very small. But a lot of people have rejected those completely, and that's why people are harmed. Like, and a lot of women know kind of how to navigate that stuff. Unfortunately, in a lot of these stories you hear about women getting murdered, they didn't follow the rules of how to be a safe woman because they didn't want to believe that women were still unsafe.
Okay.
Like, jogging by yourself on the trail is not safe. I don't care what you say. Right? Okay, like working out at a gym at 2 a.m. because your gym is 24 hours when you're the only person in the gym is not safe.
Yeah. No, I can agree with that.
Right. Being in a room by yourself with a man who can overpower you is generally not safe. That's why if you go to the doctor's office, if you have a male doctor, a nurse has to come in with a woman nurse has to come in with him. Yeah. So we have things in place to mitigate those things. But I think people want to believe that there is set spaces in which you are inherently safe. And it's not quite as clear cut. But there are rules we have been taught of how to keep ourselves safe as women. But a lot of women they want to believe that they can go run on a trail by themselves because they should be able to. They want to believe that they can sleep in their car by themselves because they should be able to. And that's kind of more so what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So then I would say, I'm with you. And I would say that leans into the antisocial conversation we've been having too, because there's safety in numbers. And a lot of people won't accept the inconvenience of having to wait or rely on another person to do the thing they want to do to be safer. So I'm not gonna wait until one of my buddies can run with me to go on this jog because I feel like going now, or this is my optimal time to get my heart rate up to 144, or whatever it is, whatever the reason is.
I have pepper spray.
I don't want to pay these rent prices. I can, but I'd rather be able to go pasta and lobster with the mobsters. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. It's trading convenience for safety. I understand that trade-off. So I hear that in what you're saying. So I'm with you.
All right. We moving on to Dawn.
Oh, Jesus.
Before we do that, because this move pissed me off. This move pissed me off in the comments, because this was in the comments.
Why did you put this up here? Why did you have to put this up here?
Pissed me off. Like, this is the thing. Like, I don't know if anybody remember the map. This is shit that got me mad. This the shit that got me mad. This the shit that got me mad. Okay, so this right here. This is my because the girl, the homeless girl, says she's dating. She goes on dates. So in the comments on that video, this person named Bree, not our Bree. This is bad Bree. This is my sign to start dating, even though I'm in the same situation. So she's homeless too. I've been putting it off not only because the dating pool is trash. Woman, you are homeless. Talking about the dating pool is trash. You literally
living
are
next
the
to the trash,
dumpster
bro.
of the dating pool because you have nothing to bring but personality. You literally have nothing to bring to the relationship but personality. And that's fine, but understand you're probably going to be, I guess, hat fit. Like, I don't even know what it's called. We need a fishing word for that. Like, there's house fishing. You're going to be pretending
House
like you're a
fishing.
normie. Yeah, it's like you're pretending like you're a normie and you're dating people who are normies and you're unhoused. And again, being unhoused is fine. And the lady that we're talking about says she tells people on the second or third date, which still feels like disclosure thing.
Yeah, after you
Like
got that meal.
when do you need to tell? Yeah, when do you need to tell somebody that you're homeless when you're dating? Because she said, I'm not trying to ask anybody to rescue me, but I have a hard time. Here's my thing. This feels disingenuous because of this one thing. Every woman knows that dudes are saviors and like to save damsels in distress. She even said it herself.
Right.
So it becomes the thing. I'm going to put myself in the situation to be saved, but maybe I'll only be saved by the person that I choose to be saved by. But in the meantime, I'll take these free meals. I'll take these perks. I'll take these free rides. He'll send me an Uber, whatever it is. I'll benefit from these dudes. But then if I find somebody wants to save me, I will. There is not what you can't tell me that some unhoused woman who's calling the dating pool trash, if the right dude came along, would not be looking to get plucked up out that situation. And wouldn't be online talking about he knows I'm home. Because I swear to God,
he took me off the street and housed me.
But if he didn't, if he was with her and like didn't try to house her, she'd be complaining about that. I just saw that.
Oh yeah, he would get drug. He would get drug online if they found out his girlfriend
that was the whole
homeless.
complaint. That was the whole complaint about the girl that lived in Detroit with the kids in the car. Mm-hmm. That was the whole thing. They blamed all of that on the father because it was like, you knew them kids was homeless. You knew she was homeless with them kids. So.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Bo Johnson,
and he said he didn't know that they was homeless. He said he claimed he didn't know.
Yeah,
but still, it became his fault and not her fault for being homeless with kids.
There was a woman going viral. Yeah, they flamed him. And there was a woman going, oh shoot, what happened? Where'd I go? Oh, Bree left. Okay. There was a woman going viral because the dude refused to pay her bills. He didn't live with her, but she had like a shut off her leg. It was something, and it was. Mm-hmm. I was like, bro, like there's a part of society that expects dudes to pick up the baggage of women. Nobody's expected to pick up the baggage of dudes, but then they'll act like with that lady, the dating pool is trash. I'm homeless. How can you sit in a high position, a high and mighty position about being above the trash in the pool? Like when you're home, I'm not, like, I swear to God, because I wouldn't even dare date in my situation. I wouldn't even dare try to put myself before nobody in my situation. It's crazy to be like, I'm not dating because the dating pool is trash. And she did also say because of her situation, but I'm like, nah, I couldn't even call the dating pool trash if I'm unhoused. Like, stop it. It's crazy. I know. It's just wild. It's just wild to me, man. The levels of full of shitness. Like, that's what I guess that's my thing. Like, full of shit. Like, okay, man, your stomach's a little bloated. I get it. Like, you may be getting some acid reflux because you're full of shit. I get it. But when it's coming back out of your nose, like that kind of fool, like shit's like seeping out of your nose and ears, like that's a lot. That's when it gets to me.
Yeah, it gets a bit crazy.
Almost this is the flex now. Yeah, they outside. They outside.
They done took the outside. They done took the we outside to the next level.
Outside.
Yeah. I mean, always be outside. Might as well stay out there.
Weather breaking.
Yeah. Weather breaking. Time to be homeless now.
Yeah.
I've
I'm
been
putting
doing
a
it
Dawn
wrong.
Robinson video in the chat if you wanted to pull that up, Brie. I know your system is the bestest.
It's the bomb. Shout out to Spitfire for the computer.
Jit.
These women pissing me off. In Women's Month, I am sick of y'all.
It's not going good, man. I had hopes. It is not going
We were
good.
rooting for you. I was gonna roast men all month, and y'all didn't piss me the fuck off. Because you know why? It also pisses me off because I just came off the back of the Hallie and DDG situation after hearing about a woman who was so the kids need to be with their mother and let her kids freeze to death in her car. Talking about she asked him to come pick them up. Bitch, you're homeless.
Right.
How you asking him to come pick them up?
They need to be in his custody.
Leave them at the doorstep.
Yeah. Take them to the king.
This shit is so loud. Hold on, let me turn this on.
Yeah, they was doing that mess on Yanni the other day too. I was listening to Yanni. She was talking about and the kid that Halo, they got RSV or whatever it is. If the baby's sick, it needs to be with its mother. I'm like,
why?
No, if they're
She's
both
sick too.
Yeah, they probably don't. Be passing
She
back
probably the one gave it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Then some dumb. Whew, I'm about to be sounding like yellow. Let me catch my language. Some lady on TikTok. No, some lady on YouTube was calling it RSVP.
Who?
You don't even know what to call it. Shit, boy. You don't say nothing about. I got banned off of TikTok because I told them they didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. Look, I'm so sick of these dumb hoes. Anyway.
Just breathe right now in the middle of
right. I'm literally spazzing out. I am so over it. I'm so done. Y'all don't even know what I've been through. I need to stay off TikTok.
Man, they should have never gave these niggas gifts, bro. I'm so grateful.
Namaste, hola, all those things. Okay, hello in every
I
language.
think she starts at either 2:30 or 3
gosh,
minutes.
life
I can't remember.
Okay, and I had to deal with it like we all do. I'm glad. No matter what the odds are against you, you are capable of anything. You're capable of everything.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
no, you're not. That's the fucking problem. That is the fucking problem.
Let's go. Let's go.
This is why homelessness being a flex is fucking sending me. You're not capable of it. You're not even capable of paying rent. Not even capable of being a self-sufficient adult. You're not capable of everything. And that's why we need people. We need people because we ain't capable of everything. I'm so sick of these hyper independent people steady failing, talking about I can be anything you want to do. You know what you're being right now? Homeless.
Home adjacent. Okay.
Home adjacent. I blame I don't know who fault it is, but
instead of
whatever
Disney
you
Plus,
think you can't do, you can do that thing.
Home minus.
This is life. We got to figure shit out for ourselves. So anyway, I digress. You guys, for the past almost 3 years, I have been living in my car. I said it. Oh my God, it's out. I've been living in my car. Oh my gosh. If you remember, if you guys were with me,
shout out to Promote
in
Conscious
2020,
Parenting.
I did like 105,000 interviews. And in the interim, I was living with my parents in Vegas. And that was wonderful until it wasn't. I love my mom, but she became very angry. And a lot of her anger, she was taking out on me, and I was her target all the time. And I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, I respect her too much. I didn't understand it. I still don't.
I bet you didn't.
And it hurt me. So I was just trying to figure it out, but I couldn't. You can't read someone else's mind. You can't figure them out. They got to figure themselves out. So I was like, let me get out of here. And I was sleeping in my car.
Right. Probably wasn't paying her shit.
In Vegas. And then
eating shrimp and lobster while you were staying at her house. Pissing her the fuck off. Oh my God, I don't know what happened. Oh my God. Not like it's the person I've known my whole fucking life. I have no idea what would trigger her. Oh my God.
Stop.
Oh my God, I don't know why she's so angry. It's not like I'm an irresponsible adult because I'm capable of everything. Oh my God, her looking at her fucking failure of a child every day probably didn't trigger her at all.
Guy that was co-managing living in LA.
I hate you.
To come back to LA
I hate you.
because it's getting ready to be fire in Vegas. Come back. I love LA, so I said okay, and he said that I could stay with him, and so I was like okay. But you have a dog, I have a dog.
Yeah, buddy.
And he's like, I don't
Well-
have a lot of room, but I'll make room for you. And then when I got to his place, he actually didn't have room for me. So it turned into, okay, well, I'm going to put you in a hotel for the night. And that one night turned into 8 months. Oh my God, you guys. I was like, no, this is unacceptable because
8 months in a hotel is unacceptable.
every apartment that I looked at.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. When did?
And you see why her
When
mama
did-
was cussing her the fuck out. One day turned
When
into
did-
8 months in her story.
When did? I'm just trying to figure out, right? In what month did you realize it was unacceptable? Was it like month
unacceptable.
3?
No, it went
month
from 1 day to 8 months.
5?
She lost time. She didn't have
Wait a
no
minute.
awareness of
month
time. You know how much it costs to
7?
stay in a hotel for 8 months?
Oh, she's going to
You know
tell
what
you.
I'm
I
saying?
watched this.
In Los
She's
Angeles.
going to tell you exactly how much he was spending. Listen to how this play out. Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah,
This
I
is
remember. I
crazy.
heard that. Yeah, that was crazy.
Mhm. She gonna tell you exactly how much he was.
But hold up. But she accepted 8 months. Talking about it's unacceptable.
Like, what do you mean?
This is
That's like being at
unacceptable.
the eighth plate at the buffet. You're like, this food is unedible. It's inedible. I cannot eat this.
I was hoping she was saying it was unacceptable for her as an adult to be staying in a hotel on somebody else dying for 8 months. That's not
Well,
what
that
we're
would
talking
be
about.
nice. I don't think that's what she meant that.
I think that's
She was
what
tired of that extended stay. Man, listen, she's an extended stay outside though. Like it's more
She's
acceptable than being extended stay outside.
outside.
Know what I'm saying? Parking lot pimping. Like you can't be doing that. She did 8 months in a hotel. That's unacceptable. So you're gonna do 2.5 years.
He would have been better off just putting up somewhere and paying rent.
I mean, yeah. I think he was trying to get her to move in with him. Like you can sleep in my bed.
Oh my
type
Like,
shit.
Because he said you could. I got space. She gets there. He doesn't have space. That means the space was in his bed. Like, you know, if you have an extra room, you know if you got a spot.
If you gonna let that man pay for that hotel, you could have run them cheeks, girl.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
I be
pay for 8 months.
This what I be talking. This what I be talking about.
Yeah.
What are you protecting?
Yeah.
All you have is your raggedy, freeloading puss. And you ain't even gonna give that up, but you're gonna take his money? You're worse than a whore. You're worse than a whore. Get him out of here.
Let's go.
Get him the fuck out of here. Bro,
Dang.
oh my God. And fuck
Dang.
that nigga too. Where he at?
Ooh.
What's wrong with him?
What's wrong with y'all?
Ain't no way. If I had a son, boy, we squaring up.
Y'all niggas is crazy.
Let me find out you put some raggedy bitch up in a hotel for 8 months. We're squaring up. We're squaring. I'm fighting you.
What about 8
That's
days?
stupid. 8. I will square up. Like I don't.
The
And I'm
motel
like,
at the
okay, can you
airport.
meet me here? I would tell him ahead of time, of course. And then he wouldn't meet me there, and so I would take video and send it to him. And he's like, "No, oh my God, this neighborhood, I hate it."
Oh, what did you
I'm
edit
like,
out?
dude, I'm the one who has to live here. This is my remote for my phone. You can push play and pause and all that stuff, so that's why I'm holding this. Anyway, and it's way cheaper than the hotel. I told my assistant one day, I have been researching car life.
How do you have an assistant?
Wait a minute. This started crazy. Okay, I didn't pay that much attention, but this is so inconsistent. Okay, she has an assistant, and instead of researching, this dude's paying an amount that she's going to disclose in a minute. He's paying this for 8 months. So instead of researching, now she's looking at places.
Mhm.
Instead of researching places that she can afford on her own,
Right.
she researches van life or car life or whatever she just said. This is crazy. So you can pay an assistant, and this dude's paying for your housing. Why can't you just pay for a place? This is weird.
She's a weirdo, bro.
This is weird.
There's a whole community of people that live in their cars, and a whole community of people that live in their RVs, and a whole community of people that live in vans. Van life, car life, RV life. And I loved what I was seeing. I just
3
thought,
very
Bye,
different
Shy
versions.
well, I
Cutie.
could do that. I could do this. I think.
Bye, Shy.
And
So
She
she
said
wants to
this
try
is
living
I
off
weird.
the
ended up
grid.
in my car, and it's been, like I said, 3 years. Yeah, I mean, I felt like he was playing games, and I knew. He
Oh,
was
now
playing
he's your
games.
foreman
I
manager.
wasn't the one. I'm
Mhm.
like, come on, I'm trying to make this easier on you because financially, I know it's got to be hard. You're paying your rent and you're paying my hotel. Like, no.
But he's doing
His
it though.
his
You've been
apartment
doing
was
8 months.
$1,700 a month. And then my hotel was over 3,000. Yeah, way too much. And
$3,000
no, I
over
wasn't doing
8
it.
months. So
Yeah.
$24,000 this
So,
dude
and I
sunk
was
into
always
her
stressed
lodging.
every week because he would
And
pay
his
weekly
rent
for the hotel. So
was $1,700.
Right. So he obviously got the money.
Or she's scamming. She want us
It's
to believe she
crazy.
wasn't smashing him.
Mm.
She had to be smashed. Because
Wow.
why is he taking responsibility for this woman? He's her manager,
Right.
so maybe it's. But I mean, I know record labels sometimes will put people up in houses and stuff, but with her career, I doubt she's like one of those people.
This is crazy.
Right. So
That's
she's saying
crazy.
she's saying he was rejecting every place she found because he hated the neighborhood or some
Right.
crazy shit like that.
It's
But he
weird.
paying $3,000 a month,
Right. There's some. She definitely.
so
needs to
he
step
not
out.
ready to just like at least pay less at the very
Right.
least.
Right.
He's controlling where you stay. Y'all shopping together.
Yeah.
He's your
Something
man.
off. Yeah. Something
Y'all
off.
was smashing. There's no
Yeah.
way. He paying more for your rent than his.
Right. He didn't want you too far away or something.
Right.
That motel must have been around the corner.
every week I was like, oh my God, can you afford it? Are you okay? And he's like, no, I can't, but I'm getting it together. What? You're the one who said to go to the hotel and you're not approving any of the apartments. Like, it would be so much cheaper to just get me into an apartment. Like, what's the problem? Sometimes I think, you guys, people want to trap you and keep you in a
You want to play
situation
for
where
her?
you're vulnerable and depending on them. And I wasn't the one.
My
Okay, now listen. Here we go.
God.
Here it is. Here we go.
I'm
I wasn't the
Now,
one. No, you was the 8. The 8 month. You was the 8 as in 8 months. You wasn't just the one. You
yeah,
was the 8.
but this is it right here.
He had to
And see, I
leave.
don't. Go ahead, my bad.
He dropped down. Right?
She did. She needed a moment. She needed a moment. I get it
She
though.
needed a moment.
I get it though, because this is what Bree's talking about, and I don't know what's right or wrong at this point, but it's like I'd rather resist the control of a man to the point where I'm homeless than inhabit the space of a man and his control, his ability to provide. This dude can provide 2 to 3 times whatever he's spending for, like 2 to 3 times whatever he's spending for himself, he's spending for her. Like, so he can provide. So instead of being like the housewife type, instead of being under him in his space, she'd rather be homeless and research van life. Have her assistant look into van life, RV life, car life. I'd rather be homeless than a housewife.
The sigh of despair.
Bro.
She probably can't.
Stupid.
They probably won't let her rejoin the group. This is probably the thinking that got her kicked out in the first place.
She's clearly the problem. She
Yeah.
cannot cooperate and cohabitate with anyone. And that's what I
Yeah.
be talking about. People shadow be showing all the time. You're uncooperative. It's all
Yeah,
about
because-
control for some people. You are literally a dependent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Let him have
do it.
control.
Yeah, you let him do it.
Yeah. You let him carry the burden financially.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not really vulnerable because you either let him take control or you weren't completing your side of the task.
Yeah.
Because if he's telling you the wrong neighborhood, okay, then, well, find a place. 8 months?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nigga, look, man. Somebody tell me, look, hey, you got this much, go find a place. I'm gonna pay for it. You gotta find this
Right.
and that. Look,
You
cool.
stayed in the hotel for 8 months. Why wouldn't you just go
Yeah.
start trying to find a place? If somebody's being that generous with me, I would just be like, let me go find me something real quick before they get tired.
Yeah. Instead of paying an assistant, stack up. Get your own place. Like you
How do
got
you have an assistant?
Right. This assistant
Oh
thing is
shit!
crazy.
Hey yo, we got a homeless person with an assistant. Like
And a dog, bro. Like,
wait a minute, yo. We got a homeless person. Okay, so we had a homeless person that was dating. We got another homeless person in the comment saying that the dating pool is trash.
right.
And now we got a homeless person with an assistant and a dog. This is
Red flag.
crazy.
Talking about
Oh
he just
my
trying to control
God.
her.
He need to because she's
He
out
in
of control.
control. He been
needs
paying
to.
your rent.
Yes, he's the only one in control.
He's in control.
And he's Janet Jackson right now.
I think this is a proper time for
This bitch.
Got me
Right.
paying rent.
Some people just want to control you. Oh my God.
An assistant. Doggy on her neck. And here I am all alone.
Oh my God. Like, girl. Okay, let me see.
One. So, yeah, I got out of there. So there's two people that I have in my life that are keeping me going. Actually, three. One is my
Hey, the
forever
song, hey, the
mother-in-law. I
remix,
dated
the
her
homeless
son.
remix.
Of course, we're no longer together.
Hey, pause that real quick.
And
I gotta get this corny joke out.
Dad mode.
I know it's burning a hole in my brain. Like the remix to Smoking Out the Window. So she's homeless in her car. Can't roll up the window. That'll be it. All right, like, we can move on.
You so dumb.
rolling up the window.
Oh my God.
So there's two people that I have
Oh,
in my life that are keeping me going. Actually,
Man.
three.
Remember
One is
this.
my forever mother-in-law. I dated her son. Of course, we're no longer together. And
Of course you know.
wait, huh?
You're not with
She your
anybody.
mother-in-law, but you dated her son or you didn't marry him?
Right.
She wasn't married. Okay.
Right.
I just want to make sure I heard that.
Serial dater.
Right.
She ain't married nobody.
Remember this.
Bro.
Remember this though. She said three
That's my
people.
go-to. And then I have my assistant Nisi. Sorry. Nisi is you guys, I swear every day she's like, Diva, she calls me Diva. You can do this, you got this. Oh, and the third person is Evan, my brother, Evan. Nisi, I think I'm gonna go and sleep in my car. I think I'm gonna live in my car. I've been researching it and I know I can do this. And she's like, yeah, you can. She was gung-ho and I was like, okay. So I went up to Malibu. You know, Malibu is the place where you can take Highway 1 all the way from New York, literally. And it's kind of the place where everybody stops along the way. They're coming from the East Coast and then heading west, to California to make their dreams come true, to start a new life. March 9th, 2022 is when I left the hotel. And I got to Malibu and the music on the radio was Avant, Sailing by Avant. I like
it was a sign from God.
Version as well, but this version
was
was
driving to the ocean.
Perfect timing. It was so beautiful. Both of them are beautiful, but it was the moment the sun was going down, it was setting, and it was just like I was filming, and it was beautiful. So I didn't regret anything. I was just scared that night. That first night was scary. But then as I got to know what to do in my car and how to do it, like how to cover my windows and you don't talk to certain people. You're careful of telling people that you're alone, as a woman, especially. And I'm a celebrity. I don't just divulge that to people. If you don't know who I am, I'm not telling you that part. I felt free.
I mean, that would be
that
kind
was
of
a
stupid.
sense of freedom that I had. I was so free. I felt like,
hey, I'm a celebrity.
This is so different. I felt like I was on a camping trip. I just felt like it was the right thing to do. I didn't regret it.
Her perspectives is crazy.
I just want y'all to know I'm watching this video with this expression.
She's doing this video about her situation.
Yeah.
And like what? Well, this is the part I was talking about, like comparative to the last chick about telling people where you at,
Right.
telling people what's going on with you. She's basically a girl that's basically on her content is doing all of that.
Right.
It is telling people you're home. It is telling people who you are. She says she goes on these dates and tells me and her situation. You know what I'm saying? She does all this. So that's what makes me question her. But
Yeah, that's why she's homeless. I believe her.
the interesting thing that she keeps doing is this perspective thing, right? Like,
Reframing.
oh my God, reframing is crazy. The reframing is crazy because she's like, oh, it just felt like a camping trip.
Yeah.
Or sound like a bird just flew into the damn window. Real time. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Sound like a bird just flew into the window.
It's in the birds
I'm
at
like,
you.
She's trying to get in. She's trying to get in. It's the spirit of her.
But the way that she said, yeah,
She
you
sent a
know,
message.
she was like, yeah, I just learned to not tell anybody I'm a celebrity. You're not.
You're not.
You're not.
She is. That's
Celebrity
Don
is
Nah,
Robinson.
bro.
what's the first since we like to break down words,
Oh yeah, let me
what's
look
the
it up.
prefix in celebrity?
It's probably the same thing for celebration. They're
Celeb,
celebrated.
celebrated, right?
Yeah.
Che, don't look like a celebration, my nigga.
Scoff.
Ronnie
Scoff.
Celery.
The state of being well known. I didn't know who she was.
You don't know who Don Robinson is?
Nope.
Oh well, yeah, you 36 though. You young.
Okay, so she not a
I
celebrity.
mean, right. I
Not,
know
not
what
she is. I know
but-
she's a celebrity to
I
my
mean, to
generation.
some
Okay,
generation,
to my
she
generation. There
is,
we go. To my
right.
generation, she's a celebrity.
But most of the generations kicking it right now don't know who the fuck she is.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Her celebrity is dying out.
Yeah, that currency is.
Yeah,
And
Died
look,
out with her brain cells.
this is Dawn Robertson celebrity.
Right.
That's her. That's what her celebrity saying. I'm still standing. I'm still strong. I'm
Like she
still
was a celebrity, past tense.
That's fair.
Right.
That's fair.
You can't take that away from her. She was a celebrity.
She
Right.
was a celebrity.
I give
Not
her that.
anymore.
But at this point, you can be like, "Hey, I was this,"
Right.
but you're not.
Yeah.
She's
You're
not
not.
grounded in reality. She's on a camping
Your
trip.
To be honest with you, your best bet is to tell motherfuckers who you is. I
That
would.
what's that lady? Mia. What's her name? Nah, the one lady who got the help because she was
Mhm.
at the drugs. She was on drugs at the
Mhm.
Quick trip.
Oh yeah, Maya Campbell.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she got some help.
Yeah.
Tell
Yep.
somebody who you is.
Right. Because one thing motherfuckers love in America is a redemption story.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. I'm homeless.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, people were offering her stuff in the comments. They was all over throwing stuff
No,
at her.
she's a fucking space cadet. She don't want nobody controlling her. So
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
She took 3 years to do it.
She don't want nobody nothing.
Right. She don't want no
Ugh.
help. And it's a
she won't
difference
allow
between
herself. She don't want help that demands
yeah.
anything from her.
Yeah. Just pay for my hotel, pay for my apartment.
She can't admit her situation. That's why it's like telling yourself that there's levels of homelessness has you looking like her.
Yeah.
Just now realizing, oh shit, wait a minute, I'm in danger.
You didn't have to be here, Don.
I'm in danger. I'm living in my car.
And acting like this is some
I'm
empowering lifestyle choice versus you just being an avoidant asshole who is bad at cooperating with other humans is sending me.
Hey man, that dude had a perfectly warm bed, man.
That's sending me. Your inability to cooperate, not work with others is why you're here. This wasn't a choice. Your life spiraled here. And now you're just trying to feel empowered within your dysfunction. I'm an angry old, yes, I'm real close.
Yeah.
I'm real close. Yeah. I hate when people just look at people's life like the past 5 years and be like, well, they're just making a choice. No, if you follow her life, I'm sure you'll find a path of bad decisions leading to homelessness. No one
But that is still a
chooses
choice,
to end up here. You ended up in a space where you had one or two options and you chose this.
Yeah. But she had the option to stay up in a motel, but she chose this. I'm not saying there's any valor there. I'm not trying to make any, I'm not ascribing any values or, what's that called, virtues, but she chose this.
A lot of celebrities have slept in their cars. A lot of people are not just sleeping, but lived in their cars or lived in the case of Marvin Gaye, he was living in a bread van. I don't know if that was like the name of the van or it was literally that they delivered bread and somebody had it and let him live in it. I don't know what the case was, but he was living in a bread van just before Sexual Healing came out. You guys, this is not like, oh my God, poor Dawn.
Pause.
She's living in her car.
She doesn't want your pity.
She don't want it. Don't give it to her. It's nasty.
That's just like Marvin Gaye lived in his car before Sexual Healing. And after Sexual Healing, he never lived in a bread truck again.
It's not the same.
He didn't get on and be like, you know what I should do? Go live in a bread truck. It wasn't like middle of his Sexual Healing tour. He was like, you know what? Living in a van would be pretty cool. He was already on a tour bus. His homeless looked different because he was touring.
But I mean, Yella.
No. I'm gonna take your reframe and crack it over my knee. Take that frame you trying to stick this picture in and crack it over my knee.
No, because what you said is true, but I'm not sure exactly how accurate it is. So yes, he did not go back to a bread truck, but when he died, he was living with his parents.
Okay.
So yeah, he went on to make Sexual Healing to make money.
But did he even become rich though? Because I know back then they had
I don't
very
know.
seedy
I
contracts.
can't say, but I just know at the end though, it was his dad that shot him in his house.
But the point she was trying to make only makes sense if you on the up and coming.
And that's fair too.
Bo Johnson has the ultimate point. He started.
I'm pretty sure if he didn't want to be there, he would have been.
But back then, they also had very bad contracts. So a lot of artists back in the day didn't get rich.
And that's fair.
Right. So it's still a terrible comparison. I don't know what he died like very early.
Yeah.
Right. And we talking about Marvin Gaye, who's a celebrity. And he been dead longer.
Well,
he
got to die a celebrity, so
right.
His celebrity is forever because he died before he could.
Yeah.
After the bread truck, he started living in the cemetery. I'm so done. A woman took his bad example.
What was me? It's not that. It's not like I said. I'm learning about who
Awakening,
I am.
healing, forgiving, growing. And you're growing like an ingrown hair. That's the type of growing.
Oh my God!
That she's growing.
What kind of awakening is she doing? She still hasn't awakened to the fact that she's a terrible, shitty, not functioning member of society.
You see that insect next to the word awakening? Yeah. Problematic.
Butterflies
are right there. Problematic.
Butterflies, red flags. Healing, red flag. Forgiving, growing, red flag. She's devolving.
I'm learning about who I am. I'm learning myself as a person, as a woman. And I didn't think if you would have said to me while I was in En Vogue, you're going to be living in your car one day, I'd be like, huh? No, I'm always going to have an apartment. I can't live in my car. How can I do that? I won't be able to live in my car. We say that we can't do certain things before you even know we're capable.
Is this an underestimation? I'm capable of living in my car? That's not something you have to ascribe to do. You fall into living in your car.
Yeah, right.
I'm not capable of living in my car.
But listen, okay, now here's where I am going to fight. I'm going to take that same fight I started with. Yeah, you go ahead and suck it up, just suck it up, Buttercup. You're going to have to eat this reframing. Now listen.
That's what we love.
Yeah, there is a thing though. that is true in this, which is what makes it insidious. What makes this dangerous is that there's a level of truth to this. What keeps people held captive is the fear that they can't step back to move forward. Like, I can't quit this terrible job, or I can't leave this terrible relationship because what would I have to settle for? How would I have to live? And I don't know if I can build myself back up. I don't know how to make money. I don't know how to live on my own. So the fear that holds people captive is what she's speaking to, but it is also a problem when it crosses a line. That's an invisible line, and it's razor thin between empowerment and delusion. Yeah, it's razor thin.
I can agree with it.
Yeah.
To some, like if a person is like in an abusive household or something, and they're like, you can't stay because it's a threat to you. Yeah. They don't know if they're able to see a life where maybe they have to live with other people or run out on the streets. And they don't understand that that's probably a better step for them than staying in the dangerous situation. Right. Like, I totally get that. I know what you mean. Like, people's fear of what they can handle keeps them from doing what the next right thing if they're in danger. But
they underestimate how resilient they can be.
Yes, that's a better way to say it. You underestimate, or you don't know what you can tough it out through, you know.
You either overestimate your frailty or underestimate your resilience. Like, some people don't know what they have until it's pushed or brought out of them. But this is I also understand this is not that.
And it's the spin. Listening to her word choices is telling you that she's spinning it the not way that we usually. The language we use when describing those people is like, you didn't know how tough you could be, you didn't know how much survival skills you had, you didn't know the grit you had. She's talking about I wasn't capable. Capable is not the word. No one ever said I didn't know I was good enough to be homeless. Right. That's what she sound like. I didn't know I. And she's not. She didn't do this as I don't even think she has a plan to get out of this.
But that's the thing, that she doesn't have to. There are people that live their lives like that. Like you said, nomadic.
I don't think she.
Nomadic.
I don't think this isn't a step back to go forward. This is just
that when people find out
this isn't
living in your car,
the butterfly. She's evolving.
She's okay.
Yeah, she's evolving. She evolving back into a caterpillar. She's back into a fucking caterpillar. She's finna be larva in like 2 weeks.
She Benjamin Button, and she's going backwards.
She crawled before. Now
she's evolving into a baby.
Going to learn to fly.
She's a homeless baby. No.
I hate you.
She's way on the other side. I'm a homeless baby. I can't. Oh, why you had me watch this?
Because I am documenting this whole adventure. It's an adventure.
Yay.
Journey.
It's an adventure.
I've been documenting it and filming myself doing certain things. I can only film so much, is from my point of view. I have a lot of footage of me just like making this whole thing work. Yeah, and I'm glad that I made this choice because I needed to go through this fire.
It's too late, Greg.
If some of you are on your spiritual journey, you may know or may have heard of something called Dark Night of the Soul. And that's when you go through like
Hey, pause real quick.
Period of isolation.
Oh, Lord.
Pause real
Greg
quick.
just sent an inflammatory message.
He did, man. Greg said, listen, I'm reading verbatim.
Oh, no.
Don't listen to this bitch and end up homeless. But thank you for the cash app, man. We're going to give him a little Umar for the cash app. I think I kept it. Yeah, let's go.
The Prince of Pan-Africanism is back, showing love to all my donors and supporters. We've been at it for 2 hours and we still got donations to go through.
Dang, it has been 2 hours.
See, I get love. Y'all focus on the hate, I focus on the love.
Is that a lot?
That's a lot.
I got another donation. Donations. 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 Donations.
Wow, that's a lot.
Gifts. 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 More gifts. More gifts. More gifts.
Wow, thanks.
Man, shout out to Greg Bryan again. His message is, don't listen to this dusty bitch and and end up homeless.
Right. We got to start calling it. I mean, that's cool. They can come on their platform, but somebody got to be like, don't do that shit. Don't listen to her. It's not empowerment.
Hey.
Because
sometimes, man, you got to dive out there, man.
This is literal disempowerment. You're systematically dismantling your mechanisms of empowerment.
Sometimes you got to shut it down for a reboot.
This man, she's psychotic.
Now, Bree, you called him. You called her a space cadet.
Yeah, she is a space cadet.
This all them loading.
Right, they're loading up. Yep, they're going to settle the sun.
StreamYard
They're going to start a colony. They're going to start a colony for women. Empower women on the sun.
Yep, that's all I'm going to live in the van.
Yep. So they all look like this. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
They are going to start their colony of empowerment on the surface of the sun. I'm sure it'll turn out well for them.
Mm-hmm. When they gonna get there and blame the sun.
Man, it's too hot.
Because patriarchy made the sun
hot. God.
See, this is why we couldn't get her.
They was hating. Donald Trump raised it 2 degrees before we got here. Made all the difference.
All the difference.
Separating yourself from family and friends. And I'm in the trenches of this right now. And I'm like,
getting out the mud.
My experiences and what I've gone through for the world. I miss my family. I miss everybody that I was connected to. But
wait, pause.
I do this alone.
What you mean you miss your family? You're in a car. You can't go visit? What happened? Did she actually go to the sun? Like, did she actually leave the earth?
She not here now. She not here.
Did she enter her car as a domicile instead of a vehicle, and all of a sudden her family just disappeared?
Yeah, she can't find them.
They evaporate?
This lady is gone. She does not know where she is.
Like, what happened? Wait a minute. Her family, it's like she had to
They're gone.
Oh my God.
She's a new person now.
Have you seen these gas prices? Wait a minute. I
miss my family.
But she can afford an assistant. So
she got to go to work. No, she got to go to work and take care of her house. So she can't.
I'm confused. Wait a minute. So you can have an assistant, but not family. You can live in your car, but not a hotel that your homeboy is paying for.
Yeah, she missed them.
I'm confused.
Even though she left them willingly.
Oh my God.
She misses them. Okay. I miss you guys. It's not like you can't call them.
I thank God she ain't have kids.
They don't have phones on my planet.
I hope she don't have. Let me see if she got kids. That's crazy. I hope the kids aren't part of her family that she had to miss because she's homeless.
I hope she didn't procreate.
She made a moron.
And without everybody's judgment or opinions and all of that stuff, I needed
to do this alone without judgment and opinions. I don't want to hear that I'm a fucking idiot. I'd rather be homeless than hear that I'm a fucking idiot.
Then why are we hearing about it? Right? Then why are we hearing about it? Then? Why are you telling us?
Bro, like, be stupid by yourself, though.
Why are you telling everybody? If you didn't want to be judged, I don't want to be judged. I ain't telling nobody.
Bruh, why would you come on here telling us you don't want to be judged? That's like the lady who talking about she was homeless at 57. That's why we got in this fucking algorithm. It's Rashawn's fault.
They want to be praised. It's weird. It's weird. You will openly tell people stuff. You'll accept the praise, but you don't want to be judged.
Yeah, that's it.
They don't take the praise either.
Yeah, that's like Rashawn's friend Celeste, who got upset when she came online talking about she left her career to go be an actor in Atlanta at 57.
Yeah.
I just thought you can't tell everybody your problems because they just have judgment, but you on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right.
You finna get it like 10 times over. You gotta get 100 times over.
It's literally the peanut gallery.
So you didn't want to hear it from a friend who know you, but you just ready to hear it from people online.
Hey, Patrick Black, like, she's still fine.
And cortisol level sky high, bro. You see how puffy her face is?
Leave
Stressed
her
the fuck
alone.
out. She is stressed the fuck out. Survival mode face right there.
This for me. It's not easy by any means. You're pretty familiar with your surroundings in your apartment, whereas in your car, like every day I have to take my bed down in the back. I gotta.
Why?
If it rains, oh my God, I've had problems because my car is older, and the insulation around my windows, my car started leaking at a certain point. I was like, "What?
Oh my God.
Okay, stop.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Figure it out." And so I.
Okay, so this chick accepted $24,000 in hotel stay, but just couldn't get this dude to get her a used car instead of that. Like, I don't know.
I'm sure her car is also handling more wear and tear because it's not a fucking dwelling place.
So
it's not meant to be in. It's not meant to be in this much and this long all the time.
I'm just trying to figure out if she's the only one. I mean, I'm assuming she lives by herself. I mean, that's an assumption.
Car. Yeah.
Yeah, right. In her
Maybe
car.
she still got the dog. Solo. She might still got.
Oh, the dog.
No, nigga, she got a seatmate. Nigga, no, she got a seatmate.
She got a seatmate.
No, she don't stay alone. She got a seatmate.
I wonder why she got to take her bed down. It's like, why you got to take your bed down in the back?
You can't just be riding around with a bed in the back seat because then people gonna stay in your car.
But it's not a bed though. It's just like a pallet or something. It's like what?
It's a bed in her mobile palace because she's a empowered nomad.
What you got to take down is probably like a blanket and a pillow. Like, what do you got to take down?
She might have some little setup. How she make it like a
plus that's part of the rule too. You don't want nobody to know that you in that situation.
You can't let nobody know that you in it. It's illegal to park. So if you park and it looks like you sleep in it, they might tow your car. And it's for safety. You don't want people to be able to look in and tell you live in your car because they may follow you.
But I thought it was why she like covered the windows and stuff. Like, what did she?
But you got to take that down in the daytime, though.
I mean, she probably got. I'm assuming she got tents or something. Like, if it's just like plain regular no tint glass, that's crazy anyway.
Yeah, most of these people they got regular cars, so they put the stuff up to black out the windows so people can't see in the car at night.
Yeah, you can't forget seeing them windows. I'm sleeping in the back.
Can't get a legal tent either.
Man, why not?
Because they gonna pull your ass.
She can pay the ticket.
Right? Because then the police gonna fuck with you.
They gonna be fucking with you all the time.
Broke nigga, she can't pay tickets.
She can pay an assistant. She got money. She can pay an assistant.
I don't think she can it, lady.
She got a friend.
She got a volunteer from the fan club.
Right. She got a friend that's looking out for her, nigga. That's talking about the assistant. I'd be mad as hell. My friend called me an assistant.
She's rejecting that assistant away. Right. This bitch is not using any logic that we use in society. She is like, let's be a car. Fuck houses.
She said, I don't understand. This whole thing is confusing.
I've evolved beyond houses and men.
Right, we transcend actual places to live because we're.
They're boxes, and I don't live in
boxes. I don't like being boxed in.
Right,
I don't like
don't put me in a box.
Yeah, I don't want to be boxed in, and a house is a box. Cars aren't box shaped, so I can stay in it.
Plus, I can move. I can always be outside the box.
Right.
I can always step outside the box whenever I want to. It's crazy, man. This is crazy.
She need to be indoors, not in Vogue. God damn it,
man. Indoors. She got an assistant though. I need that hookup.
The great indoors question. Shoot. Okay, we'll listen to her talk while you.
School of Knowledge. And I saw that you have to get insulation. So Nisi actually bought me the insulation.
Wow, insulation.
I she's gonna do it, and she just said, "Diva, I ordered."
Oh wait.
Okay.
Oh, pause. None of the three of us live in NY.
Oh no, we don't live in New York.
Yeah. We got Ohio, Illinois, Georgia. But what? Real quick though, Nisi, her assistant, who I wrongly probably assumed it was being paid. Y'all corrected me. She's probably a volunteer from the fan club. Right. Nisi's buying her daggone
installation.
Yeah, you gotta be kidding me, man. Your assistant is
a friend.
Your assistant, a friend assistant. Oh, like Tia. Tia's friend assistant.
Right.
Okay, so they got friend assistant.
Yeah,
I forgot this is LA. The California.
At least Shorty getting paid. Yeah, at least Shorty getting paid.
Can't sound like what you're going through.
Dang, this is crazy. Her friend
Yeah,
assistant fixing her car up. Oh man.
Yeah, Greg, you got an
Right,
assistant.
Greg. Right,
She could
Greg.
make money hosting karaoke. That'd be dope. Dawn Robinson doing karaoke. And she got to start every night with "I Want to Dance Tonight" to start the show. That'd be dope. My bad. Go ahead.
Is having a separate house but on the same property a solution? I think people need to work on their avoidant, uncooperative ass tendencies if they want to
Let's
be in
go.
a relationship. That's what people need to fucking do. You have to yield to the process. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable, inconvenienced. It's just a part of living with other people.
King Bree.
So these avoidant behaviors, you'll find one way to avoid one problem, but then you create other problems. So you gotta fix it. That's
Go.
it.
Yeah.
Dude, I
No,
bring it.
I'll just answer the I'll just give my answer for that.
Oh.
No.
He said
Yeah.
no, it's not gonna help. Because if you that avoid another person you marry, it's always gonna be something. It's always gonna be something.
Right.
I think it will work for a few people, but it's so rare. Like I think just like Bria is saying, we need to work on better relationship skills. But I do think some people they don't really want to be a couple in the first place. So that would work for those people. They want somebody around that they can use for certain things. And both people want the same kind of usage, mutual usage. And that'd be fine for them.
Like what's old girl? Her and her husband live in different states. I'm not saying it can't work. Yeah, but I don't think it could be the standard because most people get in relationships to have a person.
Too possessive. Yeah,
like,
too possessive. Yeah.
Right.
And you get in a relationship to do life with somebody. So having them far away don't fulfill the.
Yep.
And we talking about fucking famous people who move around all the time. She an actress. She always somewhere.
Gotta be gone anyway.
And where he stay, he work where he stay at.
Yeah. Most of the stuff people picture for
a politician, right?
Yeah, require the person to be up in your space.
Yeah. Nobody has the requirements that take them from home to that degree or that far all the time.
Yeah. Most people picture sitting somewhere with a person.
Right.
Like regularly.
Yeah. Because then what's the point for most people?
Yeah.
You need other people.
Mutual abuse is you dirty.
Yeah, you need other people. We need people. But you have to sacrifice convenience to cohabitate. It's just part of it.
That's facts.
It's inconvenient to live with other people. Period.
Yeah. It's this weird idea of I want somebody around me, but I'm also just gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. Like unfortunately,
my peace and my comfort.
Yeah.
Fuck your peace,
like,
nigga.
Yeah. Just stay by yourself then. Yeah. Like leave them out of it.
Yeah.
Like stay by yourself. Leave other people out of it.
Go live in your car, Dawn. On my report card.
That's basically what I tell you. Go live in your car then, Dawn.
Yeah.
Figuratively speaking.
I'm gonna start saying that people get a car and die alone.
Yeah.
Look, y'all.
I know I got everything from an A to an F. I was very
He said I got the full gamut.
Yeah, I got everything that was available.
Come on, Frank. I'm versatile.
I'm finna say letters.
You know,
what I get on my report card? Letters?
Alphabetical. Yeah, alphabetical.
Alphabet, the whole one.
I'm
nigga got Z one time.
Alphabetically
he didn't do zero.
Yeah,
He didn't do shit.
I got all S's. I was on the honor roll principals list.
You sound like
I was a high achiever in elementary school.
Yeah.
So I got all S's.
Let's go.
Superstar.
Let's go.
Ifs want.
What's that class called? Not advanced placement. Get to the talent.
Oh yeah, I was in that. That was me.
Yeah. Using
All right.
And then when it came, I had to figure out how to put the insulation in the freaking windows and in the door.
Oh wow, that's so terrible. Oh
so
my God.
Stuff like that. My dog ended up passing away in my car, my baby.
Wow. It's almost like he wasn't supposed to be in it.
And
I hate you.
Going through that with him without my parents around. I usually call my mom for stuff like that. So that was hard. But
Did your mom die too? Wait a minute.
And I kind of
No.
What happened?
Go back. It's too much happening at the same time.
Wait, the dog died. This is how I used to call my mom for stuff like that. Is the mom dead?
No,
I think she cut her off. Yeah,
she just don't talk
because she's homeless.
Yeah.
Because her mom probably told her she was a loser. Yeah.
Because she's her. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's right.
she's
Yeah,
her.
because she was
Her
staying with
mom.
her mom, and the mom would target her for random
I don't
reasons.
know why
because she
she's
didn't
so
understand. I remember that.
angry.
Yeah. Yep.
This is mom with the communication. Mom's like, yeah, we're good.
It's a wrap.
We're good.
We
Yeah,
thought my
we're not
love was
talking.
unconditional, but apparently it's not.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, mom, why did you pop your balloon? Because I gave birth to a fucking space cadet.
she's not of this planet. Her dog died. Yeah, it just keeps getting worse.
She is a planet. Their planet Ego. It all makes sense now. Their planet
Man.
Ego from Marvel.
Life whooping her ass. She.
He's leading up. Actually, I knew he was leaving. 16 years together, longer than any relationship I've ever had.
I bet.
Oh,
But my baby, I miss
bet.
him.
He
Now
had
it's
Yep,
like I'm
that
really on it.
abusive ass relationship. You had them homeless. You dragged them around everywhere you was going. Probably why you was the best. No, pause the shit. Fucking pause it. Fucking pause it. Fucking pause it.
passionate frenzy incoming.
Passionate frenzy incoming. It's the best relationship I ever had. Yeah, bitch, because it's abuse. Because it's fucking animal abuse. You drank that dog who couldn't say, I don't want to be here anymore, along with you for 16 years with your bullshit, with your stupid ass motherfucking mentality. And then you want to sit up and wonder why they had to be with you because they didn't know what the fuck. It's a dog, bitch. You see the dog over here in the alley to this right here? That's her dog sitting there looking like, why she want to feed me?
Rip Max.
Fido over there fighting for his life because your
Rip
ass,
Maxie.
oh my God, your ass want to be in Vogue and he need to be in a doghouse. Like they got animal shelters, G, for a whole reason. I swear to God, that's why these bitches want dogs. That's why they keep dogs. They would rather they can't say nothing. They can't fight back. They can't tell you birthday. They can't tell you wrong. They depend on you to feed them. They depend on you to walk them. They depend on you to clean them. They depend on. That's why they carry them in bags. That's why they give them little cute ass names. He could be a big black ass Doberman. His name gonna be Peaches or some stupid ass shit like that. It's gonna be. I wish these bitches realized how controlling they was. She's the controlling one.
Of course.
At least the manager was paying $3,000 for rent. You abused the fuck out of that dog. That dog didn't have no chance because he was with your slow ass. Dog ain't had no chance.
Why she didn't want nobody to control her because she too controlling to let anybody else have any control.
Dog full on dependent. What's the full on dependent? Ain't even no fancy interdependent, codependent. Ain't no fancy prefix for that. Full on dependent.
Christ. Yeah, that's.
And you talking about this the best relationship I ever had, longest relationship I ever had.
I think Rashawn pointed out that video a long time ago. The lady was talking about a dog. They're doing all this stuff for her dog.
You mean slavery, bitch?
Brushing his teeth and stuff.
You mean slavery?
Yeah.
We don't use that word. It's
I'm sorry, indentured servitude.
But it is true.
It's unoptional love.
Hey, but seriously though, the higher order that somebody can advocate for themselves, the less women will deal with them. Women are the most loving and caring to animals. Then their kids, then other women, and then men. Like that's the hierarchy. Men are at the bottom because they're more assertive. The more assertive you are, the less women like you.
The barrier for rejection.
Yeah.
It's how much control you can wield over your own life.
So women's love mostly be controlled.
Bitch.
Right.
During those interviews, the first interview was with Joyce.
Dang, that's why her mom didn't like her because she's uncontrollable.
Yeah, she her mama's daughter.
Dang, that's crazy.
But she also got a habit of putting herself under people's control and then saying they're controlling her.
I mean, that's true too. I mean, but she's putting herself in a position to be controlled, but she's not actually accepting that. Like that's a dynamic. Like when you stay with somebody, you don't have to be under their control. There's a dynamic there. It's their authority over their domain, but you as a human are not under their control. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. And a lot of people book that the reality of it.
Yeah.
A lot of people be feeling some type of way about it. Be mad at your fucking
by
self.
having
You're
rules.
not being self-sufficient.
Yeah. You got to be in here by 11 o'clock. That's my house.
You're not self-sufficient. You are under their control. How about that?
You're not.
They don't control your faculties. Yeah, we know you have an option, but let's be for real.
No, you just talk about language being specific.
I mean, because it's true. There's
You're
like levels, it's realms. Yeah, you control your person at all times,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, like they can't control your person. Like you always have control over your body.
No, I'm saying you have control over your choices.
House.
Like you have control over your choices, but I mean,
yeah.
but like unless for they control if you're in their house, there is a level of control they have over
you're under their authority.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, they under their authority, control. If she changed it when my mother-in-law changed the thermostat to fucking 72, I be in this bitch cold as fuck. I mean, she literally controls my environment sometimes. And I fucking hate it, but I just have to put a robe on and shut the fuck up because we're saving money before we move again, and it's great. It's a trade-off. So just have to be cold. But that debt looking amazing.
That debt is warm.
Debt is warmer. The idea of debt being paid off is keeping me warm when the temperature is cold because they old. She be having hot flashes.
I love it.
And I be cleaning this bitch like Cinderella. Okay? Because I have a healthy relationship to authority. I clean this whole fucking house, all 4,000 square feet, bitch. I'm gonna go mop the floor today. What the fuck you talking about? Can't stand these people. They want to be all up under you, and they don't want to listen to nothing you gotta say.
Yeah, she was like, Dawn, are you documenting this? Like, are you filming this? And I said, yes, I have been documenting it actually for my documentary. So yeah, I was like, yes, I am.
This bitch, I swear to God.
People need to see.
She gonna say that later.
How I've done this. It is no joke, you guys. And I hope from this you can gather that, wow, if Dawn could do that, I can do anything. Come on, we're capable of so much more than we give ourselves credit for.
No, that's not how that works. No,
Yeah.
Dawn can be homeless. No, do anything.
Yo, she is more. This bitch is more focused on getting footage for her potential documentary. For her, what she'll go into it. I don't want to spoil it, but just listen because she gonna go further into that. But just think about it. She mentioned her documentary, but you don't even have a home.
It's crazy though.
That's so crazy.
Dog just died because y'all don't even have a home.
It's crazy. Wait a minute.
You had to just push the dog out the car. You couldn't even bury the dog. You just pushed the dog out the car and kept going. But you want to sit up here and talk about a documentary. Oh, you know, I've been taking footage of it so I can make sure I'm prepared for my documentary. Like somebody gonna give a fuck.
Document me failing at life.
It's not even really useful. Like that's the whole thing, you know. Like this is now Two Bree's point. This is Two Bree's point. Even as an unhoused person, there's nothing useful that I can gain from watching her like put stuff on her windows and sleep in her car and videotape herself from her POV, as she said, because she can't record a lot because it's only from her POV. Like she hasn't given me that. She gave me nothing useful. The other lady, the one who's dating, she actually gave more useful stuff.
Right, like she did.
I shower at the fitness club. I
had some good transitory stuff. Like if you was on a bad time or something, and you just had to figure that shit out for a little month or two. Yeah, now, I say that I didn't know you could rent an office for $300 a month. I mean, that's good to know.
But Dawn hasn't said anything that a person with a brain wouldn't figure out from experience. If I go in my car and somebody looks over at me, I'm like, oh shoot, I need to put something in the window so people ain't staring at me.
You gonna figure that out night one.
You gonna figure that out. Or I need to put the bed in the back. Because probably sleeping under the steering wheel probably wouldn't be that comfortable. So putting the bed in the back or like laying in the pallet.
Cars aren't insulated because they're not made to sleep in. And
or the rain's coming in the window. I think I would figure that out. Yeah. I need to seal this up. Like so, she actually isn't doing anything useful, and she wants to document the basic stuff that she's figuring out that anybody with a brain would figure out.
You know what? This is what happens when people convince themselves that men haven't done anything. It's like she's learning why houses were made.
Yeah. Yep.
Insulation. That's you mean walls don't keep people warm?
Man.
Inherently.
Oh, that's facts, Patrick. That's facts.
Wow. What insulation? That's crazy. Maybe we should put these up on the walls and then it'll keep the inside warm.
Yeah,
Woman
this is
discovers housing.
yeah, that's weird.
You're an idiot.
Like she ain't even said anything, nothing like useful, like how to move around, like how to change locations, what places are good to park at. Like there's actually nothing practical. I doubt she's gonna document anything useful. This is all about her personal feelings experience.
Woman discovers civilized living.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I'm sure when she decides she needs a house, she's gonna make it like this epiphany. Like all of humanity hasn't realized that housing is superior.
There's just something about being able to plug an appliance into a wall and it works.
You know
Like,
what would be nice if there was like a roof so that the water could be diverted off the wall so that it would leak inside. Such a great idea. Wonder why mankind never thought of that. Right. Oh, I hate it here.
Society tends to look down on people for living off grid. When I tell you, off grid is exactly what a lot of people are going to say.
Can we pause real quick?
This is not off grid.
This is you're on the grid. I see you.
I see you right now,
nigga.
bitch.
I see you, nigga. I'm looking at you. You said you want to document it.
Y'all is muted and just crashing out.
You said you want to document it for the grid. Like you're doing it for the grid.
Y'all is crashing
Nigga,
out.
we see you. Nigga,
Like,
we
yo.
see you. You didn't drop on the edge. You dropped right in the middle. You dropped right into Tilted Towers. That's exactly what you dropped in. You dropped right in the middle. You dropped right in the middle. You didn't drop on the edge and start working your way towards the middle with a circle. You dropped right in the middle.
You're not even outside for real. You in the city in the parking lot. You on the grid.
Yeah.
You're here now, off the grid, talking about the car.
I almost wish we had that fatty clip that Mr. He said be playing. Don't you know that we can see you? No. you keep lying and lying and lying. At this point, it's just ridiculous.
She's convinced herself she's living off grid, like she's really roughing it. Like she's out here getting her own water. She's got a
man, it's wild.
A firewood stove, a wood fire stove.
I'm off the grid. Yo, how did you record this image? She got one of those boxes with the glass lens with some film.
The woman discovers photography.
What? How did she get this footage off the grid?
She's Delulu. You're not doing anything by your own
bro. She had to have insulation bought for her, and she's talking about
somebody suggest insulation to her.
She's off the grid. I'm so proud of her. Like she is.
Someone can be a failure. So can I.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to be done when I grow up. Right?
Yo, boy.
Go live. I got a van too, boy. Y'all wouldn't be able to tell me nothing. Let me go outside.
This is Yella. This is Yella's don't turn your flaw into a virtue.
This is not it, bro.
Yeah, this is not
about
the flex
True
you
Grit
thought it
star
was.
Dunn Robinson, produced by Tyler Perry. Just got grit. Y'all don't want to do grit
There's
money.
a lot more people doing that now than it was back in the day. Off grid, because during the pandemic, and it was a pandemic. Now everybody's finding out the truth.
Yeah, this is lies, deception, and manipulation
about that. But during that whole thing, a lot of people were like, "Why am I paying rent or mortgage?"
No, dumb bitch.
Hey, Bree, almost wait for Yella.
Let me say, you dumb bitch.
Discovering a thought when
bitch.
you can't pay your rent is not you discovering really you can't pay rent. So you're like, why pay rent? Because you can't pay rent. It's not the same. You couldn't pay rent because you couldn't fucking go to work. It wasn't some idea you came up with. Like, oh, should I pay rent? No, you couldn't fucking pay rent because it was a pandemic.
She discovered
no, it was a pandemic, so everybody figured it out, and they was like, you know what? Here's the way to solve everything. Let me just go be homeless.
Yeah.
Nobody was thinking that. In fact, everybody was staying inside. Like everybody was literally needing to be inside because outside was bad. Dipshit.
Yeah, actually, you're right. They were fighting evictions. That's right. They were fighting evictions.
In fact,
yeah, the government literally made it so that you couldn't get evicted.
Yeah.
They made a stay on that. Right. It was like, no, you can't evict nobody right now. So nobody was rushing to not pay rent because motherfuckers wasn't paying rent.
Crash out. I'm about to crash out.
fucking stupid.
Oh shoot.
Hold on, man. Yeah.
Go
Because this
ahead,
what she
bro.
got me at right now. Hold on. This what she got me at right now. Hold on. We got to move that over to critically drinking. This what she got me at.
Boy, I swear I'll crash out right now. You ain't like that. Stop it. Boy, I'll crash out. Man, stop. You just talking. Fuck it, I'm crashing out. Okay. I'm a real nigga. Yo. I hate you. I hate you too. Oh.
That's also what she did to her manager too.
Bro. Right. Why are these poor people paying for food? Let's just not eat. It's a novel idea. I can't afford food. I don't need it. Who needs food? It's a scam.
Living off the grid, but you was just able to go buy door insulation. Bitch, that's not living off the grid. Living off the grid was I had to hand make my door insulation because I can't get the shit.
Usually are like in the woods somewhere with a house, a shelter, dwelling place that's not on the city grid.
Off the grid ain't homeless.
I use my dog's flesh to make insulation for my car.
Right.
My family's property is like part
I ate the dog after he died. That's
my family's property is partially
living off the grid.
Like they collect rainwater and they have like wood fire stoves to heat the house if they need to. Like the house is prepared to be off grid. It doesn't mean homeless. That doesn't mean homeless.
So I drove to Malibu the other day, bitch. Malibu.
Yes, off the grid.
So you are by a fucking grocery store right now. Like, yeah,
probably
I'm
a
sure
fucking Lululemon down the street.
I'm gonna say, I'm sure there's a Taco Bell within eyesight of where you're sitting at right now.
What's worse? She's probably parked in the driveway of her ex-manager.
Right.
Going in the shower and using the bathroom.
Somebody she living off the grid.
Got her electric vehicle plugged up in his house.
On the grid. Hate this lady.
She's living on the spectrum. That's what she on.
And we can do that instead of paying all this money.
Off
And
her
our hours at work,
right?
and we don't have as much money anyway. So let's just
Off her rocker, right? That's what she living at. Off the
meds,
fucking rocker, goddamn shit.
Yo.
Right, off the meds. God.
Zooted.
Her and Wendy Williams is very much in the same predicament right now. Like I'm telling you, her and Wendy Williams is very much in the
conservative
same
shit.
Oh,
yes.
Shoot. Hey, we need to just make stuff up too, man. You know what? We on YouTube, right? This is a primetime television show right now. That's what this is on NBC.
Yeah, the Lululemon hour. Let's go.
Yeah, just make up anything.
Yeah, most of us. She don't know that. She's an empowered nomad.
It's not like, oh my God, she's got somebody to help her every day. I don't. It's just me.
You do. Nisi bought you.
That's the
Never
beauty
mind.
of it. Like,
come on, Rashawn. Let it happen, bro.
No, because okay, I had to. Okay, this is a problem that triggers something from real life. Okay, that triggers something from real life. All right, so let me just go through the feeling. All right. So I have a sister who was always asking for help. If it wasn't do something for me, it was asking for money. I took like 2 entire classes of hers, or she wouldn't have got like the first degree. But she would constantly tell everybody, I don't have, like her words, I ain't got no team. So nobody ever helped me. And I'm sitting there thinking you wouldn't have got the degree without me taking 2 of your classes. Like you could not pass math class. You could not do it. You literally could not pass the remedial math class. It's like, what are you talking about? You got no team. I ain't got nobody. When you thought somebody stole your jewelry, who's out? You calling me and I got to come over like 2 a.m. and pat pockets. Or do abusive. We got to come over and like, hey, dude, you got to go on. What do you mean you ain't got no team? What do you mean you doing this by yourself? No, you're not. Every single step of the way, you have had somebody helping you, namely Rashawn. It's me. I'm him. I'm help. So don't be coming talk about. I bought you the insulation, Dawn.
Right.
I bought you this.
I'm literally your assistant, which is the definition of a helper.
The definition of help. I am your help me. I'm your assistant. I assist your ass. For real. Calm down. Talking about don't nobody help you. You do it by yourself. No, you ain't done it by yourself. Somebody spent $24K and put you in a hotel. Then your mama housed you. Then I'm assisting you in your car. And you had to look up information on how to do it. So there's other people helping you passively. Quit talking about what you did by yourself. You've done nothing by yourself. You didn't manufacture that car. Somebody probably gave it to you the way you talking. You ain't done nothing by yourself this entire time. You couldn't get insulation. You couldn't get housing. I doubt you got that car. I bet somebody gave you the dog or you found it. She hasn't proven herself to be able to make one competent decision and execute it. No executive functioning. Don't be able to talk about I did it all by myself. You've done nothing. Your assistant probably helped you set up this website. You probably didn't even set up Boomer. You probably didn't even set up the YouTube. You probably didn't edit this video. Boomer. What are you talking about? Get out of here. It's just me. Just me. I'm a self-made homeless person. Dumbass. Oh God.
Ooh, the cackle I just let out. Oh, I'm so glad.
Self-made homeless person.
I'm a self-made homeless person.
That's crazy.
I did this by myself. I'm self-made.
But that's why I told, and I'm glad y'all caught that. That's why I said. That's why I said. Remember her saying she was like, "I got 3 people that didn't help me out along the way." You done went from I got 3 people to now you're doing it by yourself.
She ain't got nothing.
Boy.
Not to mention all the people along the way,
man,
they're helping you that you don't even count no more because they didn't help you in a substantial way.
Right, man. Like $24,000 didn't keep you in a
$24,000 a lot.
That's a lot of money.
In a motel.
Yeah.
Oh,
like Niecy didn't just call. Like Niecy didn't. Diva, I got some insulation for your dumb ass.
Oh man,
she let her ass froze.
And I used to call my mom when I was having these type of problems. So you had people that you could emotionally support. That would emotionally support you. You had people financially support you. You had people logistically support you. But now you did it by yourself. I hate that.
Goof troop.
But again, that's a point of pain for my real life. My bad. That's a personal trip.
It's a point of pain in listening to her dumb ass. I'm tired of hearing this dumb bitch.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. It's the problem. Like, we got to know when people stupid. Like, we got to be able to say you're failing. Yeah. I'm not having heard one person in these situations outside of the people like my job. I got laid off and bam, we didn't have no savings, whatever. Like, it's people who are going through some real shit. They really didn't have no control over it, and they transitorily they going through it. But these people who get online and try to make it sound like they're empowered and they homeless and it's just, oh God, I got something bigger for me. No, no.
He did. It was a house. And she left it.
Right.
Like
you left rejected everything bigger.
You had all the bigger.
Right.
You chose to go to a car. You researched smaller.
Right.
You were in a hotel.
You are constantly hurling.
You were like, I need smaller.
He don't have nothing bigger for you.
I need something smaller because God got something bigger for me, so I'm gonna go smaller. Van life.
You gonna have to just join him in the upper room.
Yeah, man.
Just come on over here, man. Just come on back. It was a house, right? God just over there like, just come on back. Just come on back. Bro.
Yeah, she walked away from all that.
Join resistance, right?
Yeah, resist housing. Housistance. Like, we need to.
That's exactly what she did.
Boy, she this close to God just pulling up, be like, turn your badge in, bro. Come on back. We don't need you out here, bro. Pull you off the field. Come on.
Crazy. Come on.
That's exactly what Elfie did though. Look, see her home behind her? Yeah. She sure left that motherfucker.
Yeah, see her in the western sky.
That's what Don told. That's what Don told.
She basically was homeless. Is there even anything outside of Oz in the country land? She's just like, I'm going.
Look for me in the western sky,
just in the air, nigga. I'm in the wind, nigga.
Everyone deserves a.
I'm outside.
She said if she flying solo, at least she flying free.
Yeah, that's Dawn. That's for real. That's crazy.
I didn't know I could do this.
Ground me, take a message back from me. I'm defying gravity. You're feeling it.
Oh, y'all made me really just look for. Oh my god! Oh my god! No, brain. We're not doing that today.
Keep going.
Brain, we're not doing that today.
Intrusive. Let's go.
Oh my god! Because how does the Wicked Witch of the West die?
Some normal shit.
How did Dorothy kill the Wicked Witch?
She put some water on her ass.
No,
some of the house. No, the house.
The house fell on her.
She got housed. Get housed. Killed her.
Oh no, that was the other one. Yeah.
The other one, yeah.
The other Wicked Witch.
The other one, yeah.
The one in the wheelchair.
Got a house for your ass.
Oh god, that's crazy.
Cause she started bugging up too, right?
Yeah, she stayed bugging up. No spoiler. I'm not gonna ruin it, but yeah.
I mean, it's also a 20-year story. Yeah, like they ain't told
so. Actually, matter of fact, the house got through on her ass, really.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
House got through on her ass. Could you imagine somebody hate you enough to throw a house on your ass? Like, oh
man, that's crazy.
I want to throw a house on Dawn right now.
Yeah, that would kill her.
Drop a whole house.
Yeah,
she's obviously allergic to housing. Like she's allergic to it.
Yeah, damn.
She had housing and started researching car life. I've never in my life. I have housing. I have access.
I mean, damn, you could at least get an RV. I'm sure the nigga who blew $24K would have bought an RV.
God, man.
Is that what Don Robinson house? Yeah, it's in Oz right now.
Oz, boy, for real.
All right.
It's myself. Wow. Come on.
She's smoking that yellow brick.
Really, really, really proud of myself. Nobody could have told me that I was going to do this. I would have said, you're crazy out of your mind.
Nobody told you could have did it. How about Niecy? You really like shitting on Niecy Hole's level of fucking effort right now. Like, holy shit. I would, holy shit, if I was Niecy, I would fucking kick her ass the first time I see her. Also, you doing it by yourself, huh? Nobody told you could do this, huh?
Right.
Because she literally was like, you can do it.
And she edited little clap hands on the screen. Yeah. So which means Niecy had to have done this. Because you ain't gonna tell me you're gonna put Dawn edited this video, put little claps on the screen for Niecy, but now she done forgot Niecy. Like, nah, man.
You need to bring back. It's funny you say that because the person right below you has a whole channel dedicated to bringing back Shane. The Sid,
Shame Sundays.
Sid, yep.
Let's go.
Slide over there.
Shame Sunday.
Cause what the fuck is this? Sorry.
This is crazy.
I have 3 daughters, and I wish they would fix their black mouths to say some bullshit like this. I hate this. Liberation.
Well, people might think this is a publicity stunt. I'm like, there are many things that people have done for publicity stunts. Saying that I'm living in my car and actually not living in my car would be a stupid publicity stunt, but this is not publicity. I have all the footage from Vegas to LA to prove that. So once you guys see my actual documentary,
I believe
you'll know.
It may not be a stunt. Joke.
It's not a stunt, but you posted it online.
You're publicizing.
Yeah, I believe it's that. But yeah, I don't believe you lying about your situation. Now, is it a publicity stunt? Yeah. But are you lying about your situation?
You don't like the way that feels. Because girl, you was gone into the void. Nobody was looking for your ass.
Yeah, what am I looking for you?
Nobody was looking for you.
Yep. That's why I'm like, celebrity. Okay.
Which is why you're wondering if you got to tell people that you're a celebrity because you wanted publicity. I need to tell people who I am because I'm homeless and I'm running into people and they don't even know who I am. So I'm considering, because why would you even think that I need to tell somebody who I am? That means they didn't recognize me, and now some part of me wants to tell them who I am. Why?
And it ain't like she got a name that's just gonna trigger you. Ain't like she like, hi, I'm Beyonce knows. Beyonce.
Right, thanks.
Yeah. No.
She bugging. She bugging.
This y'all friend, bro.
Your new life is
and it is not something that I would have chosen, but I'm glad that I put
chose it
out here. I'm glad that I did it.
What?
You said you researched it. What are you talking about?
Passionate frenzy.
Yo, no, she's making me now. I listened to this and I did not.
Can't even hold a thought for 18 minutes. She didn't hold her own thought for 18 minutes. She is in psychosis, bro. Like, This lady needs
Man,
put in a 72-hour
Never
hold
get it.
immediately. She need to be put into a 72-hour lockdown. She is a danger to herself. She
Wait a
is
minute.
not oriented to
She
life.
can go
She
live where Wendy
said
Williams living. That's what I'm
she
saying.
researched it, got encouragement, and then dove in. Oh my God.
I would have never chose this for myself. John was kicked out of En Vogue because of the contract. I'm sure it was her.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Because she probably said she did it on her own.
Right. People
I'm in Vogue. I did this by myself.
Uncooperative people have uncooperative people outcomes. That's what I really want everybody to take from this. Like,
Yeah,
this stuff don't just happen. You're not on a string of bad luck.
that's facts.
I have
Well, I
no
guess.
shame. I am my own responsibility.
There you go.
I only have me out here, and so I have to really
That's
like
just you. Just you.
plan
Oos.
ahead for a lot of things. I mean, it's up
Plan
to
ahead
me.
like.
When I
Never
lose,
mind. This
when
girl.
I
This is the only level of responsibility. The sad truth is, this is the only level of responsibility she can manage. Because you've been responsible for yourself the whole time. Why you? Oh, I'm responsible for myself. You didn't feel that way. You was taking that nigga 24K.
No, she didn't, and she still got Niecy helping her. She's
Right.
Still,
So let's be real. You've walked your life down to the lowest level. To this is the responsibility you can manage. You're not a self-sufficient adult
at all. She's Niecy sufficient. She's niece sufficient.
Right.
Like, this is crazy.
This is the level of responsibility you can manage, which is being homeless, which means you can't manage any level of responsibility. You suck.
But she can't even manage it. That's the thing. The dog died. It was raining in the window.
She would have froze to death if her assistant didn't tell her to put fucking insulation up. Like,
wait a minute. She can't even manage homeless without help.
Can't you manage being outside, right, man?
She needs help to be homeless. That's
Yellow, get your friend, bro.
She can't even be in her car alone safely.
She can't. Dog.
Like, not even the outside threat, like with the elements. She can't even.
Just the car is like too much for her.
What am I supposed to do with the window? Let's go.
Yeah, she be done froze to death. She didn't have her assistant. She would be froze to death. She'd be one of them people they found like, oh,
her dog
can't survive. Yeah, you can't survive in a car when it's too cold.
Man, it's crazy.
It's a known fact.
And she's
succeed again because I will. When I'm on top again, or when when I have a resurgence of my career again, the way that I want, that getting to that point is only up to me. So from here, from my car into that life is going to be amazing. From this point,
Pause.
Back to the words.
I only expect success. Remember, that's what I was saying yesterday. There's no in between.
Yeah, because we can't say you're failing, so we can't address that you're a failure.
Right. Not when I get my house. When my career resurgence happens, which means she plans to get back as famous as she was when she was in En Vogue.
At her peak.
Career resurgence, nigga. Do you understand what a career resurgence is?
Yeah, but she said on top.
That's right, on top.
On the top.
Like naked.
That's my point.
On top?
She about to go to Atlanta and become an actor at 57.
Man, on top?
Taking on top of something.
She about to hit the studio.
You ain't did it this whole time. It probably would have been good when you saw your house and being it shaky.
Not even being funny though. She'd have done better. Like this will solicit a lot of empathy and likes and attention and people talking about it, like us. She would have done better, like singing. Like she really want to get on top. Like bust a little solo right here.
Yeah, you got the skills.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop a TikTok singing every day in my car.
Yeah.
Write a song.
I get an apartment.
Write a song a week.
You can do that on TikTok. I'm gonna sing a song. I'm gonna come on here and sing every day until I get my apartment.
Yeah, original music. I'm writing a new song every week and I'm performing for y'all.
You're not doing it. I only expect success. That's why you in your fucking car now. You don't expect nothing.
They can't figure out insulation, yo. And she thinks she gonna get on top.
You can't even, you only expect success. That's why you here looking like a space cadet now. Like, why? Why are you expecting only success when you're failing consistently? You're constantly failing.
Her song gonna be like DDG's. Please don't take my house from me.
Right.
Please don't take my house.
Because we can't call it failure. We can't call it this because the way you feel about it, we can't even acknowledge that you're a failure.
Yo,
because that's too harsh. That's so no, we have to be able to call a failure. Because why would a failure only expect success?
Right. Yeah.
You probably gonna fail.
I mean, she's there. Yeah.
Because that's what you do. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Career fucking resurgence.
I don't get it. You couldn't get along with your manager. You couldn't get along with your mama. And you can't even give your assistant credit.
You haven't even had a housing resurgence. You talking about a career resurgence.
Never going to get it. Never going to
And now it's time for a breakdown. That's definitely what she having right now. That is definitely what she having.
It's literal psychosis, bro.
Y'all dirty.
She's failing, bro. Sleep indoors.
Dang.
Oh my god, we are. Oh my god,
amazing. From this point, and succeeding again is going to be amazing. I see it in my mind. I have known.
Amazing.
Sometimes when before I go to sleep, I visualize seeing myself oh my god, number one
documentary.
You know,
number one documentary. Netflix, yo, niggas just want
what this is like.
Netflix, bro. I hope everything go bad. I'm okay with things going bad for me.
You gotta be on your MM thing. Like, I wish
the worst. I wish you the worst.
I hope your car get repoed.
Oh my god, I wish you the worst.
Inside Krispy Kreme.
Damn, she ain't hit rock bottom yet.
Nah.
I wish you the worst.
Yeah. She is contradicting herself. This is so hard. I'm so proud of myself. This is great. We're about to have the worst generation of older. They the worst generation all the time, Mish. Ever. X
it's
out
bad.
Gen X. I just know she's Gen X. I know she Gen X. I just fucking know it.
Yeah, I think she's at the top of it.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be bad, Greg. I'm trying to. It's gonna be bad. Oh my god.
This is so annoying.
But just a woman in general, or a man, please. This is not, like I said, it's not easy, but that you can do this on your own. You can make it happen for yourself.
No.
And the people that I've met along.
No. She's right. You can make this happen for yourself. I have successfully made myself homeless by myself.
That's why I know that you can make this happen for yourself.
Right. Specifically this.
The part I'm disagreeing was you didn't do it. You can do it. See, we say that about like it being things people strive to do. You also can do it. She's not doing it.
My god.
Part, she definitely, you definitely did this by yourself.
Nobody had to ruin my life but me. Nobody had the input. Nobody had to help. It was amazing. I did it by myself. And I like the fact that she knows nobody helped her. Nobody helped her ruin her life. It's just her. Her mom didn't help her make a bad decision. Her manager didn't help her make a bad decision.
She's so proud. She's
so proud of herself. She did this by she is a self-made homeless person.
Self-made.
I love that for her. As a fellow self-made homeless person, I'm with it.
Right. It's the need. This is not a flex, man. Like, come on.
The way, like I said, I'm very
2025 is bringing that truth to life.
Oh my god, it's not easy, but I wouldn't trade it because, like, wow, would I have an apartment right now if I had a choice? I would. I'm not gonna lie, but am I glad that I did this? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Out of what I've accomplished out here. Just so you guys know,
what have you
I have a gym membership and I shower there.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm a funky diva, but I'm not funky.
No, she's accomplished the gym membership.
What I've gone through for nothing, like, guys.
We know. Trade it for anything.
That's why you here.
I miss my family, but I'm proud of me.
That's dumb. Because I would trade my decision for stable housing. Like, I'm not even gonna lie.
All your
gladly,
decisions led you here. That's why
yeah,
if you traded one of them, I'm sure you wouldn't be here.
I would give those up in a heartbeat.
You could have just
I
trade.
would.
You could have just trade smashing that man back in the
I
day.
mean,
We ain't got to go back. You could have just
she's
shut the
tripping.
fuck up and let your mama have it.
I just want to know what she's proud of that she did out there. Her dog's dead. She doesn't have her family relationships, and she couldn't insulate her
On
car.
my own right now.
Hello.
What did she do? Like, what did she do? Like, what are you proud of? What did you accomplish?
He
Your
said your
career's
dog's
in the
dead.
dumps. Your dog's dead. Your mama don't talk to you. You couldn't insulate your car without Nisi. Your career is in the crap, and you don't even have a documented journey. Like, what did you accomplish? You walked away from a dude paying $3,000 a month for your housing to sleep in your car. What did you accomplish? You unaccomplished. Like, you accomplished unaccomplishing. Like, y'all call it what? Devolving?
Yeah, she devolved.
She really is becoming a larva. Like, Yellow was right.
I'm a homeless baby.
Oh God, what is she talking about?
Oh my God, bot
That
life,
is so
bro.
fucked up.
Look at what I
And see my family. I'm proud of me, and I'd rather be on my own right now
I'm
and
flying
see my family
solo.
when it's time, and when things change. Hopefully, they come to terms with what they did. You know,
What they did?
Sister,
Okay.
we don't talk, but I helped her
Maybe
so
she's talking about
much when I
something in the
first
past.
got in En Vogue
Maybe.
through my career, and now no one is anywhere to be found, and that's okay. I know
What?
I treated everything.
You went to the streets. You went to the streets.
You know where to find them. They probably still in their home.
They still in their houses.
They have addresses. They have
Their address. I'm gonna say their address probably didn't change.
Yeah, they
Wait
have
a minute.
address. The
Just
only
guess.
person who can't be found in the same spot is you, ma'am.
Wait a minute. Wait. So
Don't know
she
where
left.
they are. I
She
don't
left
know.
the manager's house. She left her mama's house. Their houses, their residence, their places of dwelling. She left them talking about nobody's to be found.
They all left her.
Oh my
Yep,
God, they
in
didn't
my moment of
leave.
need. $24,000 fucking later.
Oh my God,
It's called the living room.
this is crazy. They're nowhere to be found.
They have addresses, right? You know exactly where to find them.
Yes.
No, they praising her online. Everybody
Yeah,
got,
she
oh,
can't
you're
see
gonna
that.
have success, queen. You're gonna.
Oh my
I'll look
God.
at the comments after this. Hey, Quantum.
Quantum. She's
Everybody
crazy.
in my life, they're the ones who have to live with how they treated me. So I feel for them, but I can't tell them how to behave. They're grown. I challenge you to do the things that are scary. Do things that you don't think that you're capable of, but you wanted to do.
You wanted to do
Something that has been in your soul. Like, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna
this.
try.
Did she just say she wouldn't have picked
This is
this if she had a
not
choice?
the fucking place for this. That's not where you apply this message. That's not. And this is to Rashawn's point earlier when it was like, do you want people to sit in that midst? Yes, I want her to sit in that
I need her
midst
to pick somewhere to sit.
because the perspective ain't really even perspective. And you talking about do things you didn't think you could do, even though you just said you would rather not do this, but then you talking about I wouldn't change this for the world.
Yeah, she's back and forth.
No,
Sit your ass down somewhere.
No, you need to figure out that you're in danger. Because can't nobody tell you in danger.
You're failing. This is not a flex. You haven't accomplished things. These are all bad things. Now you can feel, you can smile, you can make the best of a tough situation. You can make the best of a bad situation, but you're not gonna be seen. You're not in the spot to be a motivational speaker, bro.
Dang, she is accomplished. She's an accomplished homeless person. Like, she is a successful vagabond. Like,
she's an
incredible. This is crazy.
So
I'm not proud of my decision making. I make terrible decisions for myself. Emotional, impulsive decisions that, have left me in a bad position. And I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of myself for making bad decisions.
Right.
I'm not proud of myself for having a felony and it making it harder for me to find housing. I'm not proud of these things.
Right.
It's terrible. I don't enjoy my situation.
You can't be walking past the camera like this.
Yeah, you can't. You can't be proud of that. You can't accomplish flashing the audience. Like you can't. No, it's not okay.
Not okay. Everything's okay today.
Everything's fine.
This is great.
But
It's
we ain't
crazy,
had
though.
we ain't had a chance to use this one in a minute.
Listen, people are, the black community is suffering, and you're saying it's great. You're saying it's great. Everybody else is suffering, and the black community is suffering. The black community is suffering.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
Perfect.
Welcome back. You all right?
Hello?
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. There's something going on in the back. Let me help him out. There you go. Yeah, it sounded like he had to walk off. Yeah. He could put himself back on when he back. He said for real. Okay, shall we finish the video?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get to the end of this foolishness.
Okay,
you back. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
For a year, or you guys
Checking
have
my
your own
old
dream.
people.
Whatever that thing is that you think you're scared to do, that you don't think you
Don't
can
do the thing. No.
do it. Be spontaneous.
No.
Don't do anything.
Ladies,
she
don't
said.
do that.
What she
Don't
said?
do the scary thing. Don't do
Oh,
scary.
yeah.
Don't.
And see, this is what I was talking about earlier. Sometimes, like the stuff they're saying, like Yella said, they're saying good things, but they're putting it in the wrong context.
Yeah, it's the wrong context. This is dangerous. Don't do
Yeah.
this. Don't
Don't
willingly do this.
Yeah.
Only do this if you have no other choice, and then you power through.
Yeah,
Don't
this is not the
choose-
scary thing.
No,
The scary thing is like taking your savings that you know will like carry you for a year, and you go and take a chance. Like I'm gonna spend like 6 months trying to get this project off the ground.
Right.
And if I can't get it popping in 6 months, I'm gonna take the next 6 months to get resettled into my
Right.
old life. Like that's a scary thing.
That's like the chance. The chance
Responsible
that can pan
scary.
out well
Yeah.
for you. You're scary to take the chance that can turn out to be worth it.
Right.
That's well.
Like
Right.
and I like crack. It's like crack
Yeah.
is good.
Take the try it.
Yeah.
She's inspired me to go try some crack.
Yeah, you spend all this baby powder.
Yeah, do the scary thing. Go make friends with the serial killer.
Yeah.
Stick your hand in a tank full of piranhas.
Right.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Scary. You should totally do it. Just go out and walk down dark alleys by yourself late at night. It's a good idea.
Be spontaneous. You want to start a business and you actually have the money to, and you've been putting it off, or maybe you don't even have the money, but you're going to figure it out. People are doing
don't do
that.
that.
Like you can see the whole
Don't do that.
internet thing has blown up.
Don't do that. She was good with the first one. Don't do the second one.
Don't do any of this.
Don't just do things and just be like, I'll figure it out. That costs money. Don't do that.
Even if you don't have the money, you just figure it out.
No, you don't. The economy is trash right now. Don't do that.
I was watching a video and they talked about that. Like back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, all the times before, you could just take a risk. People would just move across the country and like, I'm gonna try acting or something, because you could just like go and just pick up a job and make your way.
Yeah.
Whatever, like a waitress job or washing dishes. You could get somewhere stable to lay your head for a reasonable amount. This ain't that. Like, this ain't the time where you can just go around, pick up a job or shift a warehouse and make your way. It just ain't that.
You can't.
It ain't no more.
Yeah. Don't be homeless on purpose. I can't believe we're here.
Yeah.
I just can't believe people are flexing homelessness online. It's like a
Because
healthy
people have
life
businesses
choice.
online. People are going to call you crazy, and that's okay. Maybe
Yeah.
you are. I'm
Yeah.
crazy, and I'm also.
Yeah. She said she's crazy.
No. You far beyond crazy. You stupid.
People are doing that. Like you can see the whole
Crazy.
internet thing has blown up because people have businesses online. People are going to call you crazy.
On the
and that's
grid.
okay.
Crazy.
They're
Crazy
scared
is not where you are. You're not
call
you're
everybody
not crazy.
crazy. This whole the box. I'm tired of the Lulu villainized. What did the box do to y'all, bro?
The box is
You know what?
for me.
There's
box is good. Everybody thought
It
we
was good for
liked the
me.
box.
Yeah, I
I
like
thought we was
box.
fucking with the box.
Yeah,
there's this thing though, right?
used
Like
to.
there's this thing, right? Was everybody's gonna call you crazy? Like there's this thing where everybody feels like they're the misunderstood genius. Like don't get it twisted. There's this saying, right? It's like the genius is often misunderstood, but the misunderstood ain't often a genius.
No.
Yeah.
If everybody's calling you crazy, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people
But see-
swear up and down because they misunderstood or they feel misunderstood or people don't get where they coming from. It's like, oh, the
You coming
outside
from
is the
crazy
problem.
town.
Right, because it don't make no sense.
We can't
course.
follow your thoughts. Your thoughts are disordered. That's why you're misunderstood.
That's why they find people that understand it instead of making it understandable. You got to find somebody on the same level of Delulu where you at.
Mhm.
You convince them to believe that anything balanced to be like, no, that don't really make sense. But yeah, you should think outside the box, not live outside.
She's definitely living outside the box. She's homeless.
Not a problem.
Homeless
I'm done.
teens. The thing.
All right.
I'm sorry. I thought you was going to say something.
I was, but that took me all the way out. I forgot whatever
Okay.
it
I'm
was.
just like, what did the box do to y'all? Like the box is okay. Like what did the box do?
Yeah, the box is great. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Because you
Yeah.
said if everyone calls you crazy, you're crazy. But like you said, the comments. If everybody's saying she's a hero,
Ugh, don't get me. Are you serious? Is that what the comments say? I know they probably gonna be positive, but they're not.
I know. Could you say it? Now, I mean, people are calling her courageous. Let's say.
Yeah. I think so. I'm a look. We almost there. Let me.
Okay, maybe you are. I'm crazy, and I'm also proud of myself. I know that none of these people who are calling me crazy could do what I've done.
No.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be in the house. You dumb bitch.
Millions of people have done what you've done. Like millions of people. Matter of fact, I brought some stats. So, a total of 771,480 people, to be precise, or about 23 of every 10,000 people in the United States experience what you've done. So, yeah, just
No, the people calling you crazy are doing the thing that you can't do, which is have a place to
We're in
stay.
a dwelling place. I'm not gonna do what you did because I'm gonna be inside.
You're right. They can't do what you've done because they
I
ain't that
can't.
fucking stupid, you stupid
'Cause I'm a
bitch. They ain't that
fucking
fucking stupid. They ain't that stupid. They ain't that goddamn stupid. Of course they can't do what you do because can't nobody reach the level of fucking stupid that you bitches seem to fucking accomplish. It's like no matter how fucking you're at fucking submersible level, you don't even fucking understand that you imploding right now, stupid bitch, because it happened so fast. You know how fast the submersible imploded a couple years ago? It was instant, and that's how fast it catch these stupid bitches. You go so far down to where the pressure just implodes your stupid ass, and you don't even realize you imploded. You just a piece of metal sinking to the fucking bottom of the ocean. Nobody can go down as far as I have. Oh my God. Nobody could do that. You're right. You're right. Nobody can do this dumb shit.
They are out here getting their Seagate on. You going to the depths of the ocean with a PlayStation controller.
Right, being led by a Logitech. Logitech. No Logitech.
Logitech.
look at that face.
She is strong.
Smug.
I wish that fist was going up to punch her right in the chin. Like I swear.
Just an uppercut from life.
Just an
life
uppercut.
Life is uppercutting her.
That
Life is uppercutting her every day. She getting more upper. She taking them to the chin every day.
Man.
She is taking them to the chin. That's the thing. I know life whooping your ass. You don't have to do this, man.
Yeah.
You don't have to do this. Like you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to do this. We know it's really hard because if anybody who would come on the internet and say they homeless, I'd be like, oh man, it's fucked up.
That's
Like,
tough.
how you
Yeah.
doing? Like empathy would just roll out because we understand that homelessness is not a choice people want to be in. It's dangerous and it's stressful and blah blah blah. Like, you know, why are you doing all this? You don't have to do this. You want us to cheer on your homelessness? Like, I'm not.
Boom, shaka boom. You'll feel a sense
Boom,
of
shaka,
freedom
boom.
when you push yourself, like I said. All these are boats. They're all coming into port.
Just drive. Keep
Anyway,
driving. Just
I
drive.
love
Go with
y'all.
them.
Do the scary.
Just go drive out the boats.
Fuck fear. Boop fear. And do the scary. See you guys on the next one. Ask me questions like you always do. I always answer.
Oh God. Oh, this is beautiful.
She has not sold her soul. So they're like, kudos to you. Now let the blessing. She's old. Y'all need to be hitting this woman cash app. We got to make sure our legends are straight. Fuck you. I respect her for having the tenacity to go against the norm and do things she was a no, she's fucking delusional and an idiot. Totally get where you're coming from. I'm 57, no kids, a musician, a YouTuber, and homeless, and I'm starting life over. Nope, your life is ending, you idiot.
That's Celeste.
50 fucking 7.
Holy
That's
shit.
Celeste.
You haven't even started one. Read
And
those statistics
57.
again. read those attributes again. I'm
What?
57.
Oh yeah.
I'm homeless.
I'm 57, no
musician.
kids, a musician and a YouTuber, and I'm starting life over. You haven't done anything.
No, you on life support, cuz.
Man.
Life support. Be careful.
Wow.
Some people want to help to be recognized. Do it secretly, not openly. Whoever comes to her aid, be respectful and make sure the thoughts and intention of your heart are pure. Fuck you. She deserves to be exploited. She's an idiot.
She needs somebody exploited to probably get her house.
Right. I just started living in my car 3 days ago, and I have to say this experience has been humbling in so many ways. But I know when I finally get back on my feet, I will appreciate, okay, this is how you should feel. If you are homeless, it's humbling. And you're going to get back on your feet as soon as possible.
Humility is not what we just watched for the last 18 minutes.
Yeah.
They have a
I know
house.
you ask me what to call this stuff. It's called a humble bag. It's a humble bag.
Yeah. Just like.
It's like rich homeless.
Yeah. This is so timely. I'm diving into car life soon. I'm leaving my $2,600 rent behind. Fuck fear. Okay. Well, yeah, can go live with each other, huh? Okay. You never know how much you can do on your own until you do it. She's not doing it on her own. She's homeless. If she was trying to figure out how much she can do on her own, the answer would be none of it.
Yeah.
She's not doing it.
Even homeless, she's not doing it on her own.
She's not doing it on her own. I've been down to a point I had nobody and nothing on earth. You are not alone. Only up from here.
You're right, she's not alone because she got Niecy, who just basically got all her effort shit on this fucking video.
Right.
Crazy.
I do it by myself. Niecy's like, ain't this of it?
You ain't even edit the video yourself.
Right. You'll never be homeless by force when many people love you. As long as my home is paid for, you'll never be homeless. She's homeless right now.
What?
Yeah, so.
How dare they allow that to happen to you? She left.
Boy, I swear I'll crash out right now. You ain't like that. Stop it. Boy, I'll crash out. Man, stop. You just talking. Fucking, I'm crashing out. I'm a real nigga. Yo. I hate you too.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, she got supportive.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, it's the industry fault. They're proud of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, they understand this is a spiritual journey. It's not for the weak.
They did. They just
This
took away
ain't
a total different
spiritual journey. This ain't a spiritual journey.
Nah,
Because she said she would rather not be here.
yeah, very physical.
Did they watch the same video we did? That's why I gotta let y'all know. How the hell are black men gonna let a queen live like this? What the fuck? No way she should be living in her car. Damn, I'm not rich. But if I stayed in California, I ran across her and she told me her story minus who she is. There's no way she would be living on the street. So you missed the whole.
Because she literally, there's somebody that tried to house her.
Yeah, he paid $24,000 to house her. And he was still trying to house her, and she chose to live in her car.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's just men's fault.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Wow. The media is putting a sad spin on things. I'm glad you're happy and smiling because it's sad. She's going down bad.
A sad spin?
It's not a spin.
I mean, yeah, it's homelessness.
You need. Okay.
It's not a party. It's not like an En Vogue performance. It's homelessness.
The anger your mom has is a sign of dementia or just being tired of a dumb bitch.
Wow. Now it's a medical diagnosis on her mom? Are we serious? Wow, this is crazy.
Maybe she's just tired of her antics.
If anything, this video is a sign of dementia. If anybody's got dementia.
Right. How's your mom cognitive health? How's hers?
Wow.
Yeah.
How's Dunn's cognitive health? She's psychotic.
This is crazy.
I know that
Bro, okay. That's such a random intrusive thought. Give me one.
I know I'm fucking tired, boy. God damn.
That's crazy.
She already delulu. Shit.
Woo. Man, that was a wilder ride. I watched that video, but I didn't, for some reason, I might have been doing something else because none of that stuff was hitting me.
But that was terrible.
But I was also listening. I was listening for a different thing. I was listening to see if she was acting like that other lady. The ribs over rent.
Yeah, she's worse.
Yeah, she was, but I was looking for that very specific mentality of like the ribs over rent. I said I'm homeless. I'm not broke. Like that kind of thing. I was looking for the arrogance.
Mm-hmm.
And Dawn never came off arrogant, but she's definitely delusional. That's interesting though.
Oh, it's still there.
It's still there. It's a different type. It's a different type. It's not the brash in your face.
Yeah, right. It's a little more subtle.
Yeah.
It's
but it's
still
not
there.
humble. Yeah, it's not humble.
It's not at all. Because we was talking about some. I can't wait to have my #1 Netflix documentary.
And I'm gonna be on top in my resurgence, and it was a lot of arrogance in there.
They finna bury that motherfucker on Philo. Tubi too big now. Tubi actually got some traction. They finna bury that documentary on Philo or motherfucking Lifetime documentaries or something. YouTube. It's just gonna pop up in your YouTube recommendeds. Like that supersized movie about the food that always pop up.
Man.
Yeah, that's rough, man. I ain't even gonna lie. That's rough.
Yeah, that's like all your worst fears. I know not fears is not the right word, but all the stuff you've been talking about the last couple of years, all the little principles you've been saying, like you was like, nah, y'all need to watch out. It's gonna be a thing. All of it wrapped up in one video.
Yeah, I hate being right. I really do.
And I know Mr. He said, man, he been talking about the same stuff too, man. They've been calling it. Miss She said she been calling it like this stuff is crazy. The red pill sector been calling like this is bad. This is bad. Right. She's actually proud of herself.
It's crazy because as much as people trying to like turn their nose up to it, remember early on when we was having these conversations and everybody was trying to use the, well, if a nigga pull up, if I tell you to go get in the car, you fight back it. Everybody was like, see, that ain't realistic. Everybody using the endangered bit. Well, I mean,
yeah, it's not as extreme as the thing. As it has gotten less extreme as time has gone on. We thought it was extreme, but nah. Like this is outright defiance to the point of psychosis.
Because it was never about the situation. It was always about the level of defiance.
Mm-hmm.
It was always the thought was always, if I tell you something that could probably be for your own good, you'll fight it tooth and nail. You'll resist it, even if it's so obvious, even if it's so clearly to the point to where you see it happening, you'll still argue.
To the point that dude is spending $3,000 a month to house you, and you still walk away from that.
Mm-hmm. Because that's the thing. You're so up in she's so up in who she is that she talking about he was trying to control her. Man, at some point, bro, like Buddy probably in a different timeline, Buddy probably actually liked her and cared about her.
Yeah, obviously.
Clearly he did.
Yeah. But she's so I'm gonna have a career resurgence level of thinking about herself that the nigga was he was too good to do whatever. He was too good to listen to. I ain't even gonna take it as far as being in a relationship. She was too good to even listen to him, regardless of the fact that he providing $3,000 a month that he can't even really afford to put her in a motel or a hotel. 3,000? A motel don't even fucking cost 3,000 a month.
Nah.
You could have been in some little seedy joint, but he got you.
Yeah, he had a nice little. It's at least $100 a day, but I don't know what that's like in Cali, but it's somewhere around $100 a day.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't be really even. It's hard to have any kind of sympathy for that. And then
she really didn't have to be there. She didn't.
She didn't. Yeah. It seemed like she didn't. Yeah.
Because I can see why her mom and her were have friction too. Because if she had this mentality at her mom, like, because Bree be saying that thing, like people overestimate what they contribute. Like if she's proud of herself for what she's done in becoming homeless, I could imagine the attitude she took with her mom as far as contributing to the household there. Like what she was doing around the house. I can only imagine. Like you're taking up space and stuff, and then you're like,
because if she's saying she wouldn't, because if she's saying she didn't choose this, she has no awareness of what she does,
right,
to people or to things. She don't want nobody to control her, but she acts like she's powerless.
Yeah, that was interesting to see,
which is
it would
so
be
annoying.
A couple cents away. Like I wouldn't choose this for myself, but I'm so proud of what I chose. Like just back and forth. It was interesting to see.
Yeah, she want to be She want to be empowered when it's convenient.
Yeah,
and then powerless when it's not.
What they did to me, with all these people, all the stuff they did to me, like they didn't do anything to you.
Right.
Yeah. Like
So
people.
which one is it?
Like people can wrong you and you fuck up at the same time. Like there's a balance. I don't think people feel like there could be an in between.
Secret invasion.
Or it was a dynamic and he was contributing 50% of the situation.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not like your mama just woke up mad as hell.
Yeah.
Y'all was interacting. So what did you do? You just didn't do nothing. She just woke up, just started being angry.
I'm sorry. Bree with the beard just tickles me.
Bro, you a hater.
I ain't hating. I just said it tickles me.
I'm patriarchy.
I know it. You definitely patriarchy.
Yeah. We need it. We need it.
Yeah.
Right now.
King patriarchy Bree.
Lord, I call down the spirit of patriarchy on Dawn.
I'm a homeless baby.
And she needed it. Because, girl, you need somebody. What's so bad about being controlled if you're an idiot?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just a feeling. Like she's running from the feeling. I mean, because I know somebody's spending $3,000 a month for me. Like,
man, look, control me.
Man, for real.
She wasn't even staying with him. She a carpet kid. She definitely a carpet kid. She a carpet kid who can sing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially.
That's typically the ones get a lot of the talent. But we ain't gonna even really
Rain Man vibes.
About that.
This is why so many, man, submit, bro. You already letting that man pay $3,000 a month. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be one thing if you like rejected all his help completely.
Right.
You taking the money, but then somebody he trying to control you. Hell
yeah. And 8 months is quite a bit. Like I ain't trying to be funny. You owe a little bit of deference. Like it ain't about gender at that point.
Right.
Oh,
That's why I was like, where did it become unacceptable? Did it become unacceptable month 3? Did it become unacceptable month 6? Or did it take like the last 2 weeks?
Week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it took that week, that last week.
Yeah.
When he it took that 5th time when he tried to get some.
being nice and said it to you straight.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it was 2. Then that's when it was unacceptable.
Yeah, he probably told you about your motherfucking self one day.
Yep. He read your ass for Phil. You said, I don't need this. You just trying to control me. No, bitch, I'm trying to smash.
You actually do need this.
Right. Right.
Like nobody ever needs this more than you do right now.
If anybody needed
$3,000 a month for 8 months.
If anybody needs this, it's you.
Like somebody bleeding out at the hospital on the table, like, I don't need this. Like, no.
Yeah,
you need a doctor. You do. You need these stitches. You bleed out.
She's a goof truth. I'm done. I hate y'all for making this. Who put this on my algorithm?
I think it was me. I'm pretty sure
it was you.
Me. Yeah, because I was watching the homeless people and the people getting fired.
The homeless people on my algorithm. I was watching the people get fired in tech.
Yeah.
You put the homeless people. Keep them off my fucking man. Keep that shit off my algorithm, bro.
Man, I can't help
Stop
it.
Watching. Stop watching.
They my cohort. I be trying to learn.
Nah, bro.
So I can be a self-made.
What you trying to learn? You need some more Delulu power?
I want to be self-made like her.
Right. Let's keep it a book. Right.
I'm trying to be self-made.
Only thing I would have been on top of taking $3,000 a month from a nigga is that dick. I don't know what the fuck she talking about.
$3,000 a month, that's not bad.
I wouldn't have no sexuality. It's $3,000 a month sexuality.
Man.
I do.
Her dog might still be alive.
Right. Poor Max.
Man.
Not meant to be exchanging all that little space, all that carbon dioxide levels too high in the car. Yeah.
Hey.
He died from her bitch fumes. That's what the fuck he died
from. She was off gassing.
Just had to fucking inhale her bitchiness all the fucking time. I gotta smell this bitch in my aura all the fucking time. I can't.
Is this the winter that he was talking about? Winter is coming. It do feel like we in season 8 of fucking Game of Thrones. Everybody outside all of a sudden tonight.
Yeah.
Everybody homeless all of a sudden.
She's a White Walker.
It just got real tough all of a sudden. I mean, the economy is crazy. I think we're gonna be seeing more of it. People who, I mean, it's hard. We were looking at the stats the other day where the poverty line or something like this, singleness, are at higher risk of being, below the poverty line, and it's like,
yep.
It's about to get worse.
And
all these people who chose it,
trying to be funny. Let me see, hold up.
Yeah, and that's cool. Like, and that's, you know what I'm saying? Shit's finna be bad, and we want to give people empathy. But at the same time, fuck you, you arrogant ass bitch.
Right. I mean, a lot of people chose to not be, people wanted to reject statistics.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody think they're gonna beat it. So it's like, what could you have said? Everybody think they ain't gonna be a statistic. Yeah. Everybody gonna be on top. Everybody is not gonna be me. Everybody's special. And it's like, all right, now, I mean, some high numbers. Some high numbers. 1 in 3 chance of being below poverty level as a single person. That's high chances.
Yeah.
I'm on a panel with 10 people. I mean,
and we're overrepresented in the homeless population already.
Right.
Like a lot of other populations, not just the homelessness, but prison and all that other stuff. So
right. We should have known it was gonna hit us the hardest.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's cool. Like, you don't have to be in a relationship with like a village, some people, something. Like all this, I don't need nobody. Just it's not gonna serve you in the time we going into. Yeah. It's just hard out here to do it by yourself.
It is just the economics of it, the math of it.
Yeah, just the math of it. It's just hard. Like even making good money, it's just not, or what would have been good money, it's just not enough. Even six figures is like depending on what you got going on. With rent being like 25, 26, 28, I mean, that's just a lot for one person. It's too much.
So that was it for me, man. I got something I gotta go do.
Yeah, same. So now this was, I don't know if this was great. It was something. So.
It felt cathartic. I enjoyed the debate. I enjoyed the breakdown. The En Vogue. It's time for a breakdown. That was more entertaining than I thought it was. I watched this before, but I didn't notice half of that stuff. So
you didn't watch it with the Terror Twins, so you didn't hear a lot of the stuff. You know, you got to watch this.
I was watching it looking for the exact same temperament as the first lady, the ribs over rent lady, and she never came across that way. Like it wasn't humble, but it wasn't like brash and in your face.
Yeah.
So I didn't.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. Great show. He said promote conscious parenting. It was something. It definitely was something. My stomach. I'm gassy now. She made my stomach hurt. I'm finna go drink some ginger ale.
Yeah, well, do your thing.
I'm about to go kick a puppy. It was better than how she treated her dog. Bye, y'all.
Dang. All right, y'all. Peace.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value. So, I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore!